never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel the winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner, stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Good afternoon, greetings from Michigan. Very, very cold out here. It is the 16th of January 2025. Welcome back to Blueclouds, the media YouTube channel. Today's news unfolding and unrolling out of Stamford Bridge. Chelsea have activated a recall clause for defender Trevoh Chalobah, bringing him back from his loan spell at Crystal Palace. However, there is concerning news regarding Armando Broja, who faces a similar or significant period on this sideline, and due to injury. Also, we will be dissecting these developments, providing in-depth analysis and discussing the implication for Chelsea's squad. Later in the stream, we will also be diving into the latest Chelsea news regarding the ongoing financial news regarding Roman Abramovich era during his time at Chelsea, setting transactions and deals that were not being reported to the FA and also UEFA in the whole. So, guys, if you're there, do not forget that we could have a whole house here. I mean, full house. Chasey will be joining us here later on. Also, DJ Saab, Makeem, and also man like Maya will be joining us. And of course, my right-hand man, Stephen G, is already in the building. And later on, who you guys are going to see all of the guys in the building, because we're going to continue a topic that we were arguing on yesterday. So we're going to have a full house here in the studio today. So do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation in the live chat. Nee is my name, and Stephen G is my co-host, right in the backstage, waiting for the show to kick on. So, guys, make the show. Stay with us. Do not go anywhere. Blueclouds Media is going to take you guys through the next hour and a half of live streaming, entertaining, intriguing. So, this is where you have to be. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back in a short moment. Hello, matey.
Smash the like button.
Stephen G, you all right?
Yeah.
Welcome back again. Another day, man.
You good?
I'm all right. You can see I got the energy. I'm waiting for your energy. I'm waiting for you
Oh,
to
bro,
show me that
I've
energy
got
back.
a
I'm not
banging
getting
headache
it.
today, so my energy's not as high.
All right. Get something. Get something. Fill that
I've
energy
already
up.
got a drink. I've got a big, like, 1.5 liter drink. So,
All right. We're gonna kick it going. We're gonna get this going, man. It should be very, very entertaining, guys. So wherever you're joining us from, remember, me, Sia, JC in the studio, Stephen G is also in the building. There is a series of topic that we will go through today. Make sure we'll entertain you and give you the expert analysis. Guys in the studio, all of us, we are very smart guys and we are very, very knowledgeable in terms of what we discuss on this platform. And also, will always like to get you involved. So after half an hour of going through this series of topics, we would like always going to get you involved. So your comments, your questions are very, very important on this platform. No discrimination. So drop them in the comment section below until we send a link there for you to join if you want to. So you're always welcome. We will do that until a time will come where we won't be able to do that anymore. But big up to all our friends, viewers that are watching this live on various platforms. Lucky for us to be streaming on 2 platforms at the same time, X and YouTube. To be precise, big up to Chelsea section. Ty, I hope you're doing very well. And Emmanuel, I hope you are also doing very well. Ty said big up to me, and Emmanuel said big up. What is going on here? There is a lot of news going on, Emmanuel. If you're joining us, that's the situation right now regarding Chelsea Football Club, Roman Abramovich, the recall of Trevoh Chalobah, and also Armando Broja are in the news. There are also news out there regarding Joao Felix, but I don't know how authentic that news is. But as time goes, we will talk about it. But it's not part of today's news, but definitely we'll touch bases on it on Joao Felix links to Fenerbahce. JC in the building. JC said hi to us over here, and big up to Diamond, my man like Diamond, my only Everton friend, Diamond. Big up to you. I hope you're doing well. If you have a time, you can join us here if you are free. It's been a while. Like I said, today's topics, we'll be looking at Chalobah's recall, also Armando Broja's injury update, Chelsea financial situation involving Roman Abramovich, and also some other interesting news we'll be looking into. The debate, the continuation of yesterday's debate. That's why we have JC in the studio to make the clear the airways, make things clear. Stephen also has his own numbers or figures to back the Roman Abramovich era and the current Klilik and Todd Bowley's era on why this we can't compare those two era. So we'll get into that extra. We'll get into that debate later on today. So, guys, I do not go anywhere. Stick with us as the stream goes. So, Stephen, we're gonna start. But before we start from it, let me hear from you. Any news? Anything really going on besides all the other topics that I've already gone through?
No, just anything I've sent to you. That's all that's going on.
Okay, absolutely. Then we're gonna start from the Trevoh Chalobah, Stephen. There's been recall. Trevoh Chalobah. A lot of us know this news already. Trevoh Chalobah has been recalled. We've gone through this. We've said that the treatment for on Trevoh Chalobah hasn't been good at all. The way he's been treated by the club, his number, which is number 14, has been taken away from the football. Has been taken away from him on the day he left. They send him away on loan, even though he's still with the football club on loan.
Wait,
They
say
took
that
the
last bit
number.
again?
Although he's still with the football club on loan, they took his number, his jersey number 14 away from him, which was the day his mother passed away. They took it away from him and gave it to.
I don't know if it was the date, but there's some sort of correlation between it apparently. But yeah, they took the number off of him before he'd even gone on loan.
Okay, So I mean, from what I was hearing, people say that the number 14 was when the day that mother passed away and something like
No,
that.
maybe it's
So,
got some sort of link. I don't know
yeah.
what the specific link is though.
Okay, and yeah, Chess Ty, I can see your comment. Yeah, I read the first comment and I see the second comment. It says, "Are you able to see my comment?" Nee, absolutely. Yeah, I can see your comment. So
Oh,
absolutely.
it's actually working.
Yeah. The link isn't on the tweet. Yeah, I'll send it to you in seconds. Diamond, I'll send it to you in a second. Thank you very much, Diamond. Don't it will be there on your area here in a second. All right. So yeah, Steven, we did talk about it. JC, we did talk about the return of Trevoh Chalobah. Now, I think that from what we said yesterday, he's going to be guaranteed a lot of game time with his current squad right now. But what has changed? What has changed? A player that was not recognized, he was being seen as part of the bomb squad that Chelsea doesn't really regard him. Enzo Maresca, the man himself, who was in charge of the beginning of the season, who did not even fancy him using him as part of the squad during preseason, did not take him for preseason. He left him behind.
We don't know that.
Now,
We don't.
Now see him as one that he can use. But
We don't know. We don't know that bit. We don't know that bit.
But those are rumors and those are reports going on there. But
but we know what these directors are going to do. Yeah, the directors are hardly going to say the Chelsea directors don't think that it fits the system, are they?
Who's that? You?
Yeah.
Is that JC?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
We
that.
can hear you're zipping your bag.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying new like earphones and mic, so kind of like.
All right. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
If it's not like a lot of disturbance and like quality is all right, I hope so. Yeah? So
I think it's okay now. It's okay now.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Steven. Oh.
Okay. Go ahead, Steven. No problem.
No, it's just that like we don't know that Maresca had any say on it. The sporting directors are hardly going to say that it was them. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But
we
Chelsea
know how these sporting directors work, bro. Like they're hardly got brief that they don't rate him and don't think that he's going to fit the manager's system. They're going to pin it on everyone else. We've seen this stuff with them before.
Partly I think.
Go ahead, JC.
Partly,
go ahead.
Yeah, I think partly also the reason was like he's academy player, so whatever you sell him for is like going straight to the books. So it helps to balance the books, and like they consider Chalobah like not really world class, and then okay, I mean if they can sell Chalobah and bring in 2 decent defenders or something like that, so why not? Like or bring in some more decent players. So I think that was the call. The directors made it, and that's it. And now, even when he's coming back, I don't think he will be a regular starter. I think the reason is this.
For the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's going to be a regular starter, JC, because you have Badishir leave, who is injured, and also what's his name?
Disasi is leaving.
Also only other option that's fit is going to be Joshua Champong.
And they don't want to put all the pressure on Joshua Champong.
No,
which I think we can all agree is the smart decision on that one. Like they've got that one right at least.
No, I think like we have this Disasi leaving most likely, and then we have Badiashile and Fofana injured. Fofana is like really like long-term injury, like, and so
he's meant to be back March or April, I think I read.
And Champong is too young, like it's too early for him to be throwing him into totally like game in, game out. So we are down to like Tosin and Colville, and that's the reason. Even with if you put like James occasionally, like he also has like he's not fully fit yet. So they need numbers, and I think they bring in Chalobah for the numbers. I don't think he starts above Tosin. I don't think so.
I mean, the Champong's been starting ahead of Tosin, so what's to say that Trevoh can't? That's my view on it.
I saw like the moment we conceded the goal,
Mhm.
somebody asked Maresca to make a substitution, and then like he was like gesturing with his fingers, like okay, should we make a substitution? And then he clarified, and then straight away he changed Achampong. I do not know whether it was Colwell, and to be honest, like Colwell has been a little bit like taking care of him, sort of looks like that, although
What,
Achampong has been.
in terms of like protecting him type thing and like guiding him.
Yeah. So
Like
probably,
like the pressure is building on him.
yeah. So if Colwell asks, like, okay, like I need like Tosin around, then Maresca will change. So that if that really was the case, I'm not saying that was the case. If that was the case, then you see like he is making the numbers. Achimpong is making the numbers, and like they are rotating as Maresca does. So they bring in Chalobah to make the numbers.
Do you know what I'd also add to that? I didn't see anyone signal from the stadium, but it's possible that did happen. I personally didn't see it, so I can't comment on that. I thought it
You can,
was actually Maresca, like sort of bringing him off to protect him because, like, he just tried to make a block. He's ended up in a shot that's gone in at near post. Sanchez needs to do better at his near post. This is like the third time this season something like that's happened.
Stefan, go with the Chelsea side. The match replay should already be there. So if you see, it is just for like 2-3 seconds. The camera caught it. Like the moment we considered this goal,
Smashed
the
like
camera went to Maresca to like sort of see his reaction, and Maresca was gesturing like with the fingers, like rolling fingers, like sub, like asking, and then he changed. So he was asking or clarifying.
I think it was the right decision though, because obviously you don't want to wreck the kid's confidence. Do you know what I mean? Like for the most part, he was solid. I said this on the stream yesterday. For the most part, he was solid, and you don't want to have the pressure build up on him, and then eventually something goes badly wrong, and his confidence goes down the drain. For example, like you want to protect him. By the way,
No,
it's coming
he
out
was
now.
fine.
Apparently, just quickly, Dortmund have now submitted an official loan offer for Renato Vega. It's a loan with an option to buy. Chelsea have not responded yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be bargaining and all that stuff. No, regarding Achampong, I will say that like he played well. He played well against Crystal Palace also, because against Crystal Palace we were playing with back four with only two
Yeah, it was
defenders.
a more traditional back four.
Yeah, and when Gusto was moving forward, like bombing forward, because that was second half I saw when we had these overlapping fullbacks. Then Achampong was going towards wide a little bit to cover for him. And but at the same time, we were playing like really mad football, like no caring about defense. And both, it was not like if Gusto is going forward, so Correa is staying back. He was also going forward. And Colwell, instead of like going wider a little bit, was going central a little bit to cover for Achampong. And Crystal Palace was all their 99% of their attacks were like throw the ball behind Correa and run. And that was the space, because Colwell was more attracted toward covering for Achampong rather than for Kukurea.
Very
So
interesting. JC, let's not get to a review. We're not doing a review today. We've already done the review. So let's get into
So
let's
I'm
get
just
into
saying is that he's playing well, but there seems to be like not 100% confidence. Like throw him into the wolves. It's not like that. They are covering for him.
absolutely. What I was
It
saying,
makes
do you
sense.
Do you guys think that the owners or Enzo Maresca saw this coming? That is why they inserted a clause that they can recall him in the middle of the season if they need him because of Wesley Fofana's injury. They were very, very uncertain that he could go through the rest of the season without any injury. That is why they inserted that, recall clause on his loan contract or in his
A
loan.
lot of loans do have a recall clause, for the record.
If you ask me, my guess is they inserted it so that they can try to sell him again in January. And if they're able to find a buyer, then they recall him and sell.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of loans do have a recall clause, though. But it won't be to sell him now, because now we're getting these reports that Tosin could be sold if they get a good offer. So
Tosin will be sold. Come on.
Then we're still going to have to buy another centre-back, even with Trevoh recalled.
I've seen some other clubs are already interested in Tosin already, sending information.
But I like Chalobah. To be honest, I like Chalobah, and like in 6 months, like it's kind of a chance if he establishes himself in 6 months. So be it. I would be happy. I really like the boy. His attitude is spot on, and he's good on the ball, and he can move the ball forward like he is comfortable on the ball, and he has played defensive midfielder as well. He has played right back as well. He's played center back as well. So to be honest, I mean, I really feel sad like when we were like so adamant to sell him. Like he is like versatile player. He's not that bad. Like as and most of the fan base like rate him. Everybody rates him, and okay, you can say like he was performing really well under Tuchel, but it was also partly like because I mean, anyway, anyone who plays alongside Thiago Silva will marshal the defense quite well, and like it's a benefit to be playing alongside Silva. That's for sure.
He was also very young at that time. He was also very young with a little bit of the legs experience. Now we can say that he's more matured and he's gaining more experience. So with that, how many goals? If you compare Chalobah right now with how many? I think 15, either 15 or 16 Premier League games played with 3 goals compared to even Rasmus Højlund, right? Rasmus Højlund, Premier League. Other players can't even score more goals than him. So, as a defender, how many? If you look at our defenders already, he's even averaging scoring more goals than some of our defenders. So, I think that he will, with his energy levels and the height and jump and the strength of Chalobah, he can help our defense. And I think that he will get more game time.
If you ask me, our defense problems are 50% only. If you say it to like it's because of the personnel, but maybe even less. It's more to do with the way we are playing. We play attacking football. We don't like be so conservative. And we even when 1-0 high, even like man, I mean 80 minutes. It was like which game I don't remember. 80 minutes. We were 1-0 up. Shut the shop and close out the last 10 minutes. But Maresca still overlapping, overloading, inverting, attack. Come on, man. It's 81st minute. Like, close down the game. He doesn't do that. He is all about attack. And that's the problem for the defense as a setup.
All right. So before we look at how he really fit into the current defense, let me welcome Diamond into the show. Diamond, welcome to the show, Diamond. How are you?
I'm all right, guys. How are you guys?
It's been a while, Diamond. What have you been up to?
Not really much, but I have to do things like homework, so that's been stressful.
What was that again?
I have to do things like homework, so that's been stressful.
Oh, okay. I get it. I know how that
said supporting Everton was stressful.
Yeah. David Moyes, David Moyes in the building. First game, he made a statement. He said he's not a magician. I don't know how Everton fans took this. Give me a little short response to how you took that from David Moyes' interview before we carry on with the conversation. We'll be back on Everton's topic here soon in a bit. Well, how did you take that conversation or that interview from David Moyes? Everton lost the other day, and David Moyes said he's not a magician. What did you take that from it? I mean, from that interview.
Obviously he's not a magician, and it takes time to build a squad. Obviously, this squad has been in terrible form, and obviously they need to get back up to where they need to be. But right now, you're not really seeing that. And before the game, I already knew it was going to be a loss because of how the form has been.
Okay. Anyway, we'll talk more about Everton a bit later on as the stream goes. I want us to tackle the topics quick, so we don't get stuck on one topic forever. So, Stephen, Stephen JC, are you guys okay with the Chalobah topic before we move on from
good.
to go to Armando Broja? All right, guys. So, guys, if you're watching this live on the platform, Makim, big up to you, Makim, and Dan. Dan, I already sent you the link on X, so check your X. Dan, it's right there. Makim said, big up to the chat and big up to Nick Zion. Thank you very much, Makim. Big up to you, to yourself. I hope you do very well. Dan said, send the link. Have done that. Fab announcement. We're getting Victor Osimhen for around 85 minutes. That's not true. That's not true. Fab.
You really tried that.
Fab did not announce anything, Dan. I don't know. You always trying to. Stephen would say, "Do my head in." Yeah, always. When did Fab announce that, Dan? When did?
Bro, that would have been everywhere on every single outlet by now.
When did Fab announce that? On where? Where was it? Through Wikipedia again, Dan. Again. Oh, Dan.
He announced it in his head.
Dan, you're always announcing things in your head, right?
Nah, he knows I don't mean anything by that.
I know.
I hope he does anyway.
Dan, stop that joke, man. Stop that joke. If you mean serious, you got to wake up, Dan. Osimhen.
Yes.
Chelsea don't have any interest in Osimhen, bro. Chelsea have no. It's just he has, bro, on YouTube. Really? If
you really believe
YouTube,
that? Come on, it'd be everywhere.
It'd
be everywhere right now.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we're gonna move on from there, guys. So if you're gonna move on from there, don't forget to like and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. Yes, like, comment, and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube. My name, your host, the host for the show, names my co-host is Stephen G, with a special guest in the show, Mr. Diamond from Everton, and also JC. Also from Chelsea. Later on, we're going to have McKean joining us soon, and also Chelsea Dan joining us. So we're going to continue the debate from yesterday, which will be comparing the current owners of Chelsea and also the Abramovich era, and what makes Abramovich era so unique, and what is making this third ball league era also so unique. And we'll be looking at it, why Abramovich won so many trophies, and why it would take these current owners a little bit more difficult before they start winning trophies, and why would they make it difficult for them. So we'll look into that and see how things are going. So before that, we'll get into it. Report earlier
I'd
on.
also just quickly add to the whole thing, Romano's last YouTube video was yesterday.
His last YouTube video.
Yeah, his last YouTube video was yesterday.
And what did he say?
Nothing to do with us, I don't think. I didn't pay attention to it, I'll be honest, but there was nothing about Osimhen.
So
plus, it was yesterday, so if there was anything about Osimhen, it would have been out by now.
Okay.
Diamond, you want to say something? Because I can hear a lot of giggling and.
I think he's checking something.
Oh, okay. All right. So Everton Armando Broja out for up to 12 weeks and could return to Chelsea,
Yes.
says David Moyes. What is going on with Armando Broja right now? That's what we'll be talking about. The nature and the severity of his injury. We'll start from I'll start from I think right on top of my right hand side. Stephen G. Stephen is there. We go to Diamond, and he as an Everton fan, and Armando is on loan at Everton. Then we go to JC. Stephen,
Yep.
what is wrong with Armando Broja with his injury situation?
Yeah, he's injured. He's a Chelsea player, so he'll probably return for treatment. I don't think we'll end up recalling him officially. I think he'll just come back for treatment. That's what I think happen anyway. That's what I expect would happen. Like, he'll return for treatment, but we won't actually be having him recalled, if that makes sense. Whereas Chalobah, we've actually recalled.
Is it being unlucky with injuries?
Yeah, I think that goes without saying, bro. I think that goes without saying. Since he got that injury during the World Cup break where we had that friendly against Aston Villa, done his ACL. Since then, he's had really bad luck when it comes to injuries.
That's a very, very bad situation with Armando Broja, a player with that you can see that he is filled with talent. A player that would think that he can come in and be like a Didier Drogba with his stature. If you look at him, how well he's built. Albanian, right? Albanian, not Armenian. Albanian.
Yeah, don't mix up Armenia and Albania.
Albanian international. But very, very unlucky. Let's go to Diamond. Diamond, you as an Everton fan, how do you feel about this news with Armando Broja?
Has he gone away from the computer for a sec, maybe?
Diamond, are you there? Can you hear me?
I think
Right,
he's been kicked, maybe.
No, Diamond is I think he's been kicked. So we go to JC. JC, your son, Armando Broja, always injured, on loan to Everton, never got the luck, injured again, and looks like he might be sent back to Chelsea.
He just returned from an injury as well, hadn't he? Like 2 games before.
Yeah, I saw the injury. He went on the pitch, and then within the few minutes, he's out again. He's down. Are you there, JC?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can.
So, yeah. No, I think like it's unfortunate, situation. But I don't think he has a future in Chelsea, to be honest. They will either try to sell him for some nominal fee or maybe release him from the contract once he is fit. So it's difficult. And if he's not fit within January, I don't think it will be easy to get a loan move for him, maybe in the Championship or somewhere. But getting a loan move for him in Premier League will be difficult, So, yeah, that's not like unfulfilled talent. Again, one more. What can we say? Injuries normally young players do get injured more because the body is still growing, And it takes time. If you have a serious injury, it takes at least 1-2 years of regular playing time, and he's not getting regular play time, so that's not helping as well. You look at Callum Hudson-Odoi. He had a horrible injury, and for 2 years he struggled, regained his strength, and now he's playing well.
Yeah, David Moyes suggests that he need to be returned back to Chelsea. That was coming from David Moyes after the FA Cup match against Peterborough in the I think on January 9th. So Diamond said, hold on, everyone. I will be right back to talk about Broja. I just need to bring out my thoughts about the injury. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Diamond, get your stuff down. We'll be here. We're not going anywhere. So hang in there. We'll be, and JC, are you done with the Armando Broja so I can go to Dan and
I think also with the change in manager, I think David Moyes plays a different style of football. Like he might not be fitting in the profile of the striker he needs, and then he's also injured, so he has an option to release him and maybe get somebody else. So he takes this opportunity and sends him back. That's it.
To me, I think that the way the David Moyes style of play, he really fits into that style. But it's just that it's not fit all the time. He's always injured because the way he's a typical number 9, and David Moyes play with that kind of striker. Because we all know Antonio. Yeah, go ahead.
And I think they are also out of the cup competitions. They're only in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So there is not so much of game load.
All right, so let's go to our brother Chelsea Dan. Dan, good evening and welcome back to the show.
It's not my bro, not bad. I just thought that basically I just copied the link to put onto your Wikipedia website. What you use?
What your Wikipedia website?
No, yeah, you sent me the link, and it asked me to go to load it up on your Wikipedia. So I don't use Wikipedia.
I don't have Wikipedia. I don't have Wikipedia.
Well, it must,
so I don't get wrong.
It must have, my boy. It must have, because it wouldn't let me log into your YouTube. So I had to use Google to log in. I had to copy the link.
My Google platform doesn't have any news.
Yeah. You use your Wikipedia. You use your Wikipedia. You use your Wikipedia website link.
No, I ain't
Dan.
Anyway.
Can I ask Dan before he jumps onto our topics? Him and Stefan also.
Go ahead.
Recently, there was a video on Chelsea Fan TV regarding some guy who was saying give the same treatment to Maresca and all that stuff.
And then Maresca and what's his name? The previous manager. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Maresca has had bad form for 5 games, and it's too early, I think. But that fan was really going after Maresca and all that. How is it in the stadium? Is it really people are thinking like that, or is it one of people, a few people like that?
I don't think Dan have seen that video. I don't think Dan have seen that video. But if I can get in a little bit and explain, the other guy that looks like an Asian dude, he is from this guy. What's his name? This guy.
Carefree Lewis.
Yeah, Carefree Lewis platform. Yeah. And
Carefree Cinderella. Carefree Cinderella,
the Ethiopian guy. This guy has been watching him, and he's been paying attention to what the stuff that he's been saying and how he's been hammering Mauricio Pochettino at that time last season. And he's saying that you guys were saying this against Mauricio Pochettino last season. Why are you not saying the same thing against Enzo Maresca?
Facts,
you get what I'm saying? Say the
Facts,
same thing against Mauricio Pochettino.
Do you know I call Carefree Cinderella? It's not Carefree Lewis. It's Carefree Cinderella.
Those guys are always on the managers. Always on managers. You get what I'm saying? They're reactionary people. They don't really look into things very, very well. It's just when the manager, things are not going well.
The thing is, they still forget the day when Carefree Cinderella and Fats, and some other guy from.
Let's be respectful, then. Let's be respectful.
No, because it's a Cinderella. It's a Cinderella clown. The things. Anybody makes money.
I really like his takes. He knows.
JC, the thing is,
JC,
I don't.
They're clickbait platform.
They're clickbait. They destroy players. From Chelsea.
No, bro. They talk football. They talk football.
No, they don't talk. What? So you're talking about Money Mason, that's won us the Champions League in DNA, and then also, if it wasn't for Money Mason to assist Kai Havertz that goal, so
come on. I mean, DNA doesn't play football, huh? DNA doesn't play football. You need skills and you need.
That's what they've been talking about their platform. So when you say they need the football, he doesn't really get what you're talking about.
Yeah,
He's spot
100%.
on. And Lewis is spot on.
No,
Lewis is absolutely spot on about
no, he's not. No, he's not,
yes,
JC.
he is.
No, he's
Yes,
not,
yes,
JC. No, he's not.
he
No,
is.
he's not. No, he's not,
Absolutely.
JC.
Absolutely.
DNA.
The thing is,
DNA.
I hate it.
What does DNA got to do with football?
Yeah,
DNA got to do with
what DNA has to do with football? That's what I'm saying. So you're talking about JC, yeah? So you're right to bring a lad onto his YouTube channel for the rest of them guys, destroy that guy, made him cry on his channel, and after that, yeah, never gone back. No, man, I've never had no problem with Lewis. I've never had no problem with him, yeah. But they seem to have their problem. They get all mouthy on YouTube, yeah, and when it comes to face, they can't say shit. This guy, right? This guy, yeah, is only a fame YouTuber. He wants to be famous for himself. The things what he comes out with is nonsense for a start.
No, I don't know. I won't say personal things, but like whatever football text he makes, they make absolute sense.
No. The thing is, JC, right? Some things I do agree on Carefree Lewis about things what he does. Yeah, fair play to him. He does talk some sense when he wants to, but the other times like nonsense. Before, like when he used to have a player stand, and he used.
Well,
to,
I've been.
Right, JC,
I've watched him.
Right, listen,
like,
JC. JC, he used to put players down like Mason and Kai Havertz. But we move on from that.
Let's move on from that. Let's be respectful, and if you ask my take on Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, they are very, very, very specific. In one way, you can play them like Mount, but overall, he does not bring a lot of things. He played well under certain managers and his attitude was spot on all the time, but then he just gave up somehow. And I think we were better off with him, and now time has shown we are better off without him, and we are still. As for Havertz, I used to say play him in the midfield, maybe on the right side, 10 place or something like that. But like eventually we've seen is like the same issues Havertz is struggling at Arsenal. You really do not know what's his position.
Yeah, but JC, no matter what position,
carry on with it.
Lewis is spot on.
We're going about the topic.
Yeah, no, wait, They're going to say one thing about that. No matter what Kai Havertz
60 seconds, we're done.
Yeah. Well, let me quickly talk then. Like, no matter what Kai Havertz or Mason Mount did, yeah, they're still cooperated and won us the Champions League, Super Club World Cup Winners' Cup, and the Super Cup. You could not destroy them, because whoever other team, yeah, that goes to beat Man City in the Champions League final, you still praise them up. You should still praise them up and say we've still got a Champions League trophy. These guys didn't. These guys didn't. These guys didn't.
They get the hold on. That's fine. That's fine.
We can move on. We can move on. That's fine, because we got others to also tackle. 1 hour 15 minutes and 1 hour 30 minutes today's show. Then we can
let's move on.
Else we'll be here forever. Okay. What's going on, Diamond? The thing keep kicking you out of the stream. It's only you, Diamond. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Well, what are you doing wrong and right? Why StreamYard keep kicking you out, or you keep leaving?
It keeps saying that something went wrong.
You sure? Okay.
It says something
went
wrong.
To us, Diamond. Talk to us.
So what's happening? What's the matter with Broja then? What's the matter with Broja? Armando Broja. What's happened to Armando Broja?
Oh, you haven't said your piece yet, have you? No, hold on, Diamond. Dan, have you said your piece on Broja?
No, I haven't. No, because we're just all about Carefree Cinderella. That's what we was all about. Well,
yeah. Let's not talk about Cinderella.
Yeah, I don't. I want to talk about Chelsea. What's going on with Everton? I want the toffees. You say they call them the toffees.
Let's move on. Let's not disrespect others.
Yeah, Armando Broja. So what's going on with Armando Broja?
Yeah. I mean, you've not had the topic about Armando Broja at all. The news about Broja. Broja is injured, and he'll be sent to Chelsea, according to David Moyes. They can't use him. So he'll be out for 12 weeks, according to reports. 12 weeks looks like it's pretty much the season is done.
Do you know what? I'm so glad. I'm so glad we got rid of him. Everyone's saying, do you know what?
Hold on.
You haven't got rid of him. You haven't got rid of him. He's a Chelsea player. He's on loan to Everton.
Yeah, but there's
Hold on,
also a
but
buying option. There's a buying option to Everton to buy him. They had to buy him. There's a thing in a clause that for this season to buy him.
Yesterday.
Well, let Everton,
Hold
the
on.
Everton fan, tell us
Yesterday.
what's going on right now. Yeah, go ahead, Damon.
Yesterday, Moy said it means there's a possibility. It's not done yet, but I'm just saying there's a reasonable possibility that he would have to go back to Chelsea because it might use up as a loan spot.
I mean, considering he's going to be out for 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And I mean, Stephen might know the exact clause that how many games do Everton need to use him for them to be able to buy him. I mean, there's an obligation to buy him, so does it mean that they have to use him in a certain amount of games for them to trigger that clause?
We've only started him in one game.
Okay. And how many games is he
how many games has Broja played for Everton so far, Diamond?
Probably I'll say 2.
I need to
Like 2. He literally only just came back from injury.
He's just come back from injury, so he's been out. So he's probably played 1 or 2 games for Everton, and then he's just come back from injury.
Yeah.
I feel bad because Broja was the criteria to be a good player, because since that injury, it hasn't been the same. And if this injury carries on, it's just to give up football. It's like the Reece James situation.
No,
he's played 7 games this season, but he's only started in 1 of them.
And how many goals has he scored for you, Simon?
0.
Probably 1. No, I thought I saw scored a goal.
0.
0. Are you sure? I thought I saw an image of him scoring his first Everton goal.
Hold on.
Check it very well. I thought I've seen something like that. Broja scoring the goal for Everton. Maybe not in the Premier League. It could be either FA Cup or Carabao Cup or something like that. Check it very well, Damon.
Well, it's definitely not FA Cup, is it?
Or Carabao Cup. Now I'm talking about the.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't scored.
What you got for us, Damon?
He's had 1 yellow card. He's had 1 yellow card, and that's it. 7 games played. 1 in Premier League 2, 1 in FA Cup, and then 5 in the Premier League.
And no goal at all.
I mean, he ain't got many minutes.
So does it make it difficult for Everton to trigger that clause on buying him, Stephen?
I don't think he had a buy clause with Everton. I know we were trying to get one with Ipswich. I don't think we did with Everton.
Okay. JC?
No, there is a buy clause in Everton. I've just typed up on the internet.
Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from, Dan? Wikipedia?
No, it's not Wikipedia. It's on Google. All right. Since Armando Broja, like I was looking at his stats. Yeah, he's played 5 games in the Premier League, 1 yellow card. Right. FA Cup, he's played 1. If I haven't,
yeah, because there's only 1 FA Cup game. That's the game he got injured in.
Yeah, got injured, and then he's had Premier League 2. What's Premier League 2? Premier League 2.
That's the youth one. That's the under 21s
academy.
Oh yeah, academy. And he's played 7, right? And he's since the Premier League 2. He's had 2 yellow cards in the Premier League 2, and then Premier League in the normal Premier League. But in the release clause, there's an option to buy if he proves to do well at Everton, and then they'll buy him in the season. But it don't look like they're going to buy him now because of the way he's injury.
I don't think.
Criteria.
It's an ankle ligament injury.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, he's had since he's had Everton. Yeah.
He's played about 180 minutes.
Listen, yeah. Since he's been at Everton, at Bournemouth, he had Archley tendon problem. He has had Archley tendon problem, right, against Leicester. Aston Villa, exactly the same.
What?
Right, I'll give you the Man City not in the squad. Wolves not in the squad. Yeah. When Everton played Bournemouth, he was injured. Archie tendon problems. Right. Aston Villa is exactly the same. Archie tendon problems. Leicester Archie tendon problems.
I
Crystal
don't
Palace.
even know what you're saying right now. All I'm getting is
Achilles.
Achilles.
Yeah,
Achilles.
Achilles. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Achilles.
I thought it said
I was like,
attitude.
what's our chili?
Yeah. So Achilles. So Achilles.
Done.
Achilles tendon. Sorry. It's like every single game. So every single. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's had 10, 11 Achilles tendon problems.
He hasn't.
Right.
He's missed that many games because of it.
Yeah, he's missed so many games, right? And on the 23rd, on the 1st of 15, it's their first game against Aston Villa when they lost 1-0. He had an ankle injury. And the EFL trophy he had them.
All right, let me look this
So,
up.
but yeah, so under 21.
And it's too loud in your background, please.
Yeah,
Please,
sorry.
do something.
And then in the Premier League 2, he's had an ankle injury.
The ankle injury is the one he got the other day. He had a knock before that where he missed 1 game. He had an Achilles tendon problem where he missed 14 games. That's just this season alone. So he's already missed 16 games this season.
Would there be a possibility that he stays?
Yeah, and from what I'm reading here right now, it says that the terms of his
Possibly.
loan deal means that Everton will only start paying his wages when he returns to senior action. There is no loan fee, but an option to buy the player from Chelsea for a fee of 30 million euro. That's what is there at this moment.
That's the Romano tweet, isn't it?
No, this one is from Google.
Yeah, but that's what Romano tweeted. Trust me, I just looked it up.
Okay, Google is just giving me this October 8th. This was October 8th, 2024.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can get it on. I don't know if you can do it that way on PC. But if you go on your Twitter on your phone, go to Romano. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it. So I go to Romano. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you're on Romano's one, go to the search thing in the top right.
Yeah.
So you can search just his ones and then type in Broja.
Okay.
Then go to latest, 31st of August, 2024. Understand Broja deal does not include an obligation. Loan with 30 million by option up to Everton. No loan fee. Only Chelsea will pay salary until he's fit, ready to play. In that moment, Everton would start paying the salary. So Google's just told you exactly what Romano had tweeted on the 31st of August.
Yeah. That's what it says.
Done.
What's up, bro? What's up?
What's going on in your house? You need me to call 992.
Oh, I need to call on. I need to call on 999 more, like, because my boy's kicking off because he wants to go on the PlayStation. He's banned from it, and he's not going on it.
Yeah, my boy. When they do that, I just tell them to turn it off because he keep fighting. He can't play Call of Duty. He can't.
Yes. That's what happens.
Turn the TV off. Go to bed right now.
Yeah, go to bed right now. Yeah.
They keep killing him. My boys would say he keep raging. What? How did it happen? Oh my God! And all that kind of stuff. And I get tired of hearing it. I just turn the TV off, turn the game off, and then he goes straight to bed. That noise will be stopped right away.
Do you know, Nee? I'm so glad you're on my level because that's what we say to him. Yeah, when he loses, he's
I'm not on your level. I don't use Wikipedia. How am I on your level? How am I on your? How
you do? But you do use Wikipedia.
No.
That's how you make your waffles. That's how you make your waffles and syrups.
All right, no way.
Let's not start this again.
All right. I mean, anyone want to add anything to the Broja news? Dan, JC, and then
no. Just keep him at Everton. Let's move on. They're getting relegated this season, Everton. So let's keep
leave him at Everton in terms of don't terminate the loan. Just bring him back for treatment and then send him back there when he's better.
10 to 12 weeks. That's a lot of weeks, Steven. That's a lot of weeks.
It is a lot. It is a lot of weeks.
It's still within the season, so.
Hopefully that he recovers very well and
I
get
mean,
back
that's
to the.
what
I feel
that's
very
for
bad,
the.
man. I like him. I like Broja. He doesn't have attitude problem. He's always ready to work. He's already wants to prove a point. But his body's not giving.
He'll
Always
be
giving
back
up.
about April, about the middle of April.
April. Hopefully get back. All
So
right,
you still
guys.
have 1 month for the season at that point, so you may as well not terminate the loan.
Okay, guys. So we're still live streaming on 2 platforms, X and YouTube at the same time. The guys are in the building. We're waiting for Makim. If Makim join us, but we'll start the show. We'll start the debate. We're also waiting for Makim to join us here later on. I think the last one we're gonna get into it, which will lead to the debate from yesterday. AC. We're gonna recap of the bookies, the payment issues regarding Chelsea are in talk with Premier League over. What was that, Steven?
What do you mean bookies?
Book payment. I'm saying bookies, like a book payment. Book payment. Recap of book payment. Book payment.
Bookies was. Okay.
Bookies is a gambling shop.
Yeah.
No. I use the word bookies, but that's not. I'm not relating to gambling. I'm talking about the with Chelsea.
No, but that's why that's why I was confused, because that's what they're called.
Okay. Yeah. Premier League over agreeing a financial settlement and for payment. Chelsea are in talk. In the transfer made during the Roman Abramovich era, a fee of 10 million, which is equivalent to 8 to 6 million euro or 11 million dollars, US dollars. Which also I was reading it. It has to do with.
That's what we paid with UEFA on a settlement as well under this ownership.
So Chelsea doesn't get fined or deducted any point. And I was
no. It is a fine. It is a fine. That's what it is. It is a fine. It means you don't get any sporting sanctions instead. But for once, other clubs are backing Chelsea on it because they understand that it's a historical thing from the previous ownership.
It's got nothing to do with the current owners.
Yeah. So for once, other clubs are actually on Chelsea's side, which is a miracle.
But I was told that it's involved Willian and then Samuel Eto'o. Willian and Samuel.
What's that? Willian said on what? On fault in what?
On payments
stuff
that were not
from under Roman about the payments and stuff.
Payments that were not revealed to UEFA
that were not
and the
legitimate and weren't put on the books, basically.
Yeah.
The Samuel Eto'o was a private. It was a private thing. That's why it went on the books. That's why they got paid the fee for their Samuel Eto'o.
They got paid under the table as well as what was official, essentially.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's why the situation why he was private. When we signed Samuel Eto'o, he was on the private on the books. That's why now they got to pay. That's why they're paying the damage what's been left over from Roman's era.
JC, what do you make of this news?
By the way, we knew about this stuff. We just didn't know what was going to happen with the Premier League.
Sorry, I missed this. Like, which news? I really was disconnected, like audio a little bit.
I was saying that earlier on. I said that there's been talk, Chelsea in talk with the Premier League over a financial settlement for off-book payment from Roman Abramovich era, which involve players like Willian and then there's Samuel Eto'o, Cameroonian international and Brazilian international payments that were not recorded in the book. It were like under the table payment to these certain agents. Which when the new owners took over, hold on, Dan, let me finish. When the new owners took over in 2012, they flagged this situation to at the FA.
2012.
Sorry, is it 2019?
2022.
2022. 2022.
They flagged the situation to FIFA and then UEFA, so they don't get themselves in big trouble. And from what I was reading, also, they could be punished. They could not be punished, but there's been a settlement of 10 million.
That's cheap, huh? That's really go for it. And I read somewhere also like there are a few clubs in the Premier League which are supporting Chelsea for the financial penalty only, considering like it was a
historical. That's what I was just touching on as well.
Yeah.
So
they're okay.
and
with
they
that.
set aside 100 million for such cases. So like 10 million is cheap, and if they have to pay some like smaller clubs some compensation, 5, 10, 5, 10, like distribute it, buddy, here and get over it and move on. Let's move on. So
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure on William though, because William wasn't private booked. He was. That came an announcement about on the books that he was registered. So, but with
No,
Samuel
it's not
Eto'o,
about that. It's about like payments.
it was
to,
William and Hazard and William.
Yeah, it was Hazard. It wasn't Eto'o, wasn't it? I swear, because Eto'o was a private book pay. But they did all
No,
the
Eto was part of it.
Oh,
Samuel
was
Eto'o was
Eto'o?
part of it.
Was it? Was he a part of it? All
Yeah.
right, but then
Eto, Hazard. Even from what I was reading, I didn't even hear Hazard's name, but for Hazard has to do with Hazard.
I remember
Hazard's
something to do with Hazard on this stuff from
yeah,
when we
Hazard
were
own has to do with to his agent. Car was being bought to his agent and certain things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is, Steve, the thing is with the Samuel Eto'o, with the Samuel Eto'o situation, right? He was on the private books, right? That no one knew about.
There's no such thing as private books, bro.
There is a thing of private.
No,
when you go,
that they were paid under the table unofficially. It's not private.
Yeah. But it's still everyone still call it as a private book because of
No, who call it private book? Dan, how do you call it?
No. But like Neil, what I'm trying to say to you, like when you do something private and sign a player in private and don't put them into the books, like on other players that who you sign, right?
Yeah.
You will get a punishment because the thing is here, if you're buying a player and it's not on the books with the other players, say you go buy William, he was on the books. Peter Cech was on the
they're
books.
all on the books.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, but Samuel Eto'o wasn't.
No, he would have had to have been on
my
the
question to you,
No,
Dan,
he wouldn't.
is it your own terminology that you're giving it, making it private book, or is there something called private book? That's what I'm asking.
No, there's a thing called private book. It's been there for decades in football, cricket, and all that lot. There is a private books. There's a thing about it because one of our players, when I used to play semi-pro football player, we've got a player, who came signed for us, who's my old friend from a different team. He came signed for us, and they put him on the private page of the book. So so when they bought him, he wasn't on the list on the list on the other side of the buy.
No, Dan. He would have been on the actual books. The Eto'o deal would have been on the books. Yeah, I think you're getting confused with saying Connect, right? What it is that they would have basically what it essentially is it would have been on the books. Like it would have been that part of it would have been official. But what they also do, right, is they'll say to them, "Oh, we'll put that we're paying you this much officially, but like unofficially under the table, we'll pay you an extra." Whatever. That's
yeah. But then that's why they got a 10 mil punishment because I don't know about William and people saying about Eddie and Hazard, but he was on the books and his wages salary was spot on. When they first signed it from Leon, right? And if it wasn't for Joe Cole, talking to Eddie and Hazard's ears, he wouldn't have came to Chelsea. And when we signed it was to do, and it was due to be Peter Cech and all the legends at Chelsea. Why we got him, but the situation this year, when they're offering the race cut, that is race bill. But it's all about the situation. There's no. It's only the only thing they're talking about is William and Eto'o, but Eddie and Hazard has been announced in the words of this punishment of a 10 mil. But they've got the money. Roman left a lot of money there to pay for the debts and stuff. So they've got the money to pay for the 10 million. 10 million is not a lot of money.
What is Dan? Roman wrote off the debts. We know that, right?
Yeah,
what
he did.
These owners did was these owners took, I think it was 100 million from the purchase price and put it to one side for any stuff that they find that would be. I've just seen Diamond's message. But what it is that I've confused myself now. Shoot.
I
was
should
I saying?
have sent it to you. It's all right.
No, it wasn't you. It was
No, we're talking about it. We're talking about it in that sort of situation, like Roman Abramovich.
Oh
No, I
yeah,
got
so
you.
these owners put 100 million to the side for any dodgy deals that they may stumble across when they got to look at the books in full. That's what it was.
Yeah, I know that, but
Whether
it's
it's Roman or it's Everton or it's whoever, I don't think you get to see the full books till you take over for obvious reasons. So they obviously set some aside, expecting there might be some dodgy stuff that they might need to sort out.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you, Steve, is right. It's basically that they're looking at that situation, but there's been a talk thing about another transfer ban fine, right? But if you remember, I think it was in 2016, 2017 when we had that transfer ban, where that 2 season with over Roman, we couldn't buy no players.
That was because of the Kakuta stuff.
Yeah, that Goku. Yeah, that's right, because it was a legal fee to buy through because he weren't professional football at the time.
Wasn't it because of we found a way to get him a join before he turned 18 or something?
Yes, that's right. Well, at the time when Goku, when they banned us for the 2 years, they're trying to do something kind of other replacement from that.
1 year, by the way,
year.
it got reduced to 1.
Yeah, we got reduced to 1 because we won the court and that. But they're trying to reduce that year when it was 2 for 1. Right, they're trying to do it for next season to ban Chelsea again. But the thing is, that everything off that rule, they can't do that now because it's all been cleared that the fine was already paid for and Chelsea's really did their crime. So if this is about this pay fee, what they want to try to talk about Chelsea with this situation with Samuel Eto'o and William Hazard, it's all been paid for. So like you can't decide that EA and that can't decide to come to us and
where's
say
EA come into this?
no FA, not EA, FA, FA.
Hang on. So what's this got to do with that?
Oh no, FA. I'm talking about FA. I was looking FA, not EA.
No, we got done by UEFA for this stuff, and that
the UEFA.
That's why we're trying for a settlement because we already had a settlement with UEFA for 10 million. So we'd basically say, look, we got done by UEFA for like this stuff that we flagged as the new ownership.
Yeah, but the UEFA is to do the UEFA is to do with the Europeans such as ETC, but the FA is more official for the Premier League that's looking to win and to pay the fine.
But the issue the Premier League have done, and this is a point I'm making, is that because we got done for UEFA on this exact thing and got a settlement payment of 10 million, there's a precedent set there of not having a sporting punishment, like having a fine instead. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like they're on about this now because we ain't got a sponsor on our shirt. That's going to crease up another fine and all. That's what they're talking about.
How can they fine us for not having a sponsor?
Because with the settlement, if we don't reach Champions League in the next 3 seasons, and we don't have a sponsor, it's a class of a rule of it's a new rule of what they've got in the flipping FA now to do so. If you don't have a sponsor, because I read it up, if you don't, they said that if you don't have a sponsor and not in the Champions League or the free of breach of 3 years, and you don't have no sponsor, it's a class they'll give you a 5 to 10, 15 million fine for not being a sponsor. I find that
hard to believe because everyone.
No. There is. I don't think there is any fine for not having a sponsor, but like there is a loss of income.
You take a penalty.
No, JC, no, there's a new thing before
revenue because you don't have the extra.
But Stephen, before then there used to be a rule, but there is a new rule now. They're changing all these. They're really being strict with this Premier League football stuff now, and different rule kind of on the sections now. Because like nobody was talking about. Because nobody was talking. Nobody was talking.
Single person.
Well, Stephen. Right, yeah, Stephen. If you talk about. You talk about women's. We talked about the ladies' football team yesterday, where they can't spend as much as FFP, because they haven't got the crowd.
They can't spend as much. There's not as much money in the women's game, so the transfer fees.
That's why. Because half that money what don't go onto a women's team is all onto a man's team and a man's game. So when you play in the Premier League, the Premier League is the biggest profit money in the whole different European. That's why they say the Premier League is the best league in the world. So all that money, that money don't go on to the women's ladies team and stuff like that. Yeah, that whole bundle of that goes into a Premier League system. So that Premier League system, because I was listening to this guy the other day on talking about the sponsors. Once you get a sponsor name on your shirt, that deal helps you to get credit on buying, signing players, and also sponsoring your t-shirts onto a named person, to a named guy. If there is a new rule now, and it is FA, if you ain't got a sponsored by the maximum of 2 years, you will definitely get a fine for it, because the situation, what they're saying is about, they're making all these relegations on these new topics in big leagues like Premier Leagues, because the Saudis going to be the next one. The next one, is going to be the Saudis in 2 years' time, right? They're going to be a big league, because they're talking about bringing the Champions League in for the Saudi the Saudi leagues, because if you notice,
Saudi have a separate, and that whole part of the world have their own version of the Champions League.
No.
What about the Asian Champions League?
The Asian Champions League,
AFC Champions League or something.
EFC,
and because if you see all these things, like where you last year when someone was saying about, one of the Saudis said about players like Premier Leagues, in the Bundesligas, the Spanish the Spanish league, the all that lot, but sign big name players, because their players should be leaving to go to big top clubs like Premier League. And that's why they're trying making out, that these other leagues in the future, so when you try to sign big players, that their named big star players can stay where they are, and people can look at big names of star players. That's why now all this all FA like sponsorships and all that lot, they're putting a whole in a bundle together. By next year, by 2027, they say by 2027, there's a new foundation wall of relegations. If teams like Pulse don't have a sponsor,
regulations.
Regulation. What you just said there,
regulation.
Regulations. If you don't have a sponsor and do not have a Champions League like big name clubs like Chelsea, Arsenal, and don't have a sponsor, then you do get a fine from it. You do get a fine from it.
No, I don't believe that, Dan, to be honest, because that makes no sense. Absolute no sense.
What does sponsorship? What does sponsorship?
Regulation or whatever.
I got a question. What does sponsorship got to do with you, with your qualification playing in the UEFA Champions League?
Yeah.
And
even like fine, why do you have a fine?
Sponsorship is just a bonus. It's a bonus that brings more money to the club. You can choose to have sponsorship. You can choose not to have sponsorship. It doesn't affect your participation in the UEFA Champions League. Dan, from what I know, sponsorship adds value. It brings more money to the club, but it doesn't disqualify you for playing in the Champions League.
No.
Well, go ahead.
The Premier League has to like give a tick mark if you have a sponsor. Like you have to go to them to get it verified. You cannot just have a deal with anybody.
It has to be approved.
Yeah. So if they have not approved a couple of sponsors for Chelsea, like how can they even fine for like not having a sponsor?
Bro, you realize last season the whole reason we didn't get one till October was because the Premier League refused to approve it. But
and then you are fine. No. It will go to court case. That will go to the courts and they will lose it if they bring it something like that.
They have to.
All right, guys. So we have some few minutes. Let's use the other minutes left. We have roughly about 20 minutes left.
Dan sent a message saying that he got kicked out. He's in the backstage.
No. Okay, Dan. Dan, let me see your face. Dan. Okay, see, Dan, I did not kick you.
I did.
Right time.
No, he didn't say that you kicked him. He said he got kicked.
Okay.
I got kicked out. I got kicked out. So whatever was in the other one was in your string still, but I had to. I was in backstage, so you had a double view. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, it's not to
Dan,
do with the
wrap up
Champions.
on that. Wrap up on that one.
Yeah,
So before,
what?
let
Okay, I
me.
will do. I'll get my bro DJ. What I'm
We
saying
got
is,
2 minutes
yes,
in there.
it's not to do with the Champions League. It's to do with the sponsored by the Premier League. That's
Okay.
what they're bringing in. That's what they're bringing in 2027.
Big up to you, Robert Taha. Robert Taha in the building. Says big up to you, bro. Great show as usual. Thank you very much. Kim So is really, really upset with the football club, especially the Sporting Director. He says top 4 is over. He keeps saying this all the time. Thanks to you, Jackson. Thank you. Ekbali. I'm done with this. I'm done with this teeny. Oh, Kim So trust.
Here we go. We're on this
Come
stuff
on,
again.
Kim So. You know how we do it. You know how we do it, Kim So.
I don't blame
Can I
you.
just
I'm the
add
same.
Big up
one
to
thing?
everyone. Big up
I'm
to
the same
everyone
and
in
all.
there.
It is corrupted. You're right, Kimzo. It's corrupted.
That is
The
true.
Premier League
But that-
is corrupt.
Bro. They didn't give us a sponsor until October, but they I can't remember which club it was. There was 1 or 2 clubs basically that have a sponsor that when you look it up, it's like pictures of people who have died with different names and stuff like that. So it's a dodgy company, but they approved that. But Chelsea have a legitimate sponsor and they've refused to approve it.
That's crazy.
That's fact.
JC said hello, Kim. So how are you? And Poch out. We are. It says we were 11 points about. Yeah, Poch out. That's from JC. He says we were 11 points above Newcastle. Look at where Newcastle are. JC,
one good run can do stuff like that, bro. It's not that deep.
All right, guys, let's get the show going. One more thing before we start the continuation of last night's debate.
Oh, yes, DJ's here.
Yes, DJ's here. Don't worry about it. Everton are reportedly looking into signing Willian. Yeah, Brazilian international Willian. The Brazilian is currently available as a free agent. Diamond,
Willian.
will you take Willian?
Isn't he the one that's the former Chelsea Fulham player?
Fulham,
Chelsea.
Yes. He has a lot of experience. He's not, if you guys manage him very well, he will help you guys on the left-hand side. Very good winger. He always got lots of goals in him.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think he would be an all right player to play. Like, he'd probably be more at the side of Ashley Young rather than one more of the younger players. I don't think Willian is going to be as good as he was at Chelsea and Fulham, but he might be a decent signing for us anyway.
He'll also bring you guys like some experience that can help out as well.
Yeah,
and also it'll help you stay in the top, stay you in the Premier League because he'll help you to stay up in the Premier League.
Better. I just saw some few report. It's not. I wouldn't say maybe a source that you can rely on.
I can't remember the source because I did see it, but I think it was a reliable one. I can't remember who it was now, but I'm pretty sure I saw it and I thought, that's quite a reliable one. I'd have to double check.
With me, sometimes I don't look at the sources. I just see rumors and then I just look at it and say, okay, I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together and see if I can get 4 from it. If I get 3, then it means that it's not reliable at all. But if I get 4,
you can trust me on most things to tell you whether the source is good or shit.
Definitely. So yeah, I got
this. I saw it this morning. I was like, I was gonna go back to sleep for an hour, but I was like, I saw that, and then I was like, no, I've got to tell him it's a bad source.
Absolutely. Speaking of DNA, we have DJ Saab over here. Chelsea DNA in the building. DJ Saab!
Big up, guys. Big up, everyone. Hope everyone's all good. Big up to everyone in the comments.
Good. Hi, DJ. Hello. Hi.
What's been discussed, guys? I'll be honest. I've just only come on and joined, so I don't know what's been in discussions or what you guys have been talking about. I'll be honest with you guys. So you need to fill me in on some stuff.
We've gone through a lot. I'll give you just 60 seconds to, I would say, should I say, what was Chelsea Dan's terminology? He always says we're waffling. Yeah. I'll give you.
It was one thing to live, DJ. It's on his Wikipedia, right, DJ. It was on his Wikipedia. He sent me.
I'll give.
Hang on. Right, DJ, yeah. He sent me a link on Twitter, yeah, and I went to click on it, and it came up. Sorry, you have Wikipedia StreamYard. So I thought, I had to copy the paste it to go
Bro,
on
that don't
Google.
even make sense.
As
You
soon
don't
as soon
upload
as
Wikipedia
as soon
during
as soon as I clicked on Google, I'm on the string. But when it comes to Wikipedia, it didn't work. So and also we've been talking about Armando Broja, who's injured for Everton for 12 weeks, and we've also been talking about about how to make the waffle and syrups on his Wikipedia. So he's going to learn how to cook waffles in the new year. No, but we're just basically talking about stuff about the Samuel Eto'o and the Rillian situation about the fine fee from Roman's thing. And Armando Broja basically being out for 12 weeks again. And bringing up there with his top ticks, he's had 2 ankle injuries since he's in the Premier League, the reserve team for Everton, and the Premier League, the first team. And he's had these Archilius things, but I can't pronounce it, but he's had them for the last couple of games. So
what's Broja suffering from, Dan?
Archilius?
Achilles?
No, I don't think it is this time. It's some form of ankle injury. I don't think it's the Achilles.
It's an ankle ligament injury.
Is it on Wikipedia?
No, it's actually on my Google, not your Wikipedia fake crap. About this William.
Achilles, it's not in the dictionary. Achilles.
ACHILLES.
He's saying Achilles, but all that's been said on it is that it's an ankle ligament injury. There's no specifics on it.
Yeah, it's ankle.
Yeah, so you're reading something from Wikipedia, which is not on Google. You see that?
No,
He's in the past. He's had Achilles injuries.
He's had Achilles injuries. You don't know. It's not from your Wikipedia fake.
He hasn't
from your Wikipedia. I have Google. I have a Google. Yeah, and I put Armando Broja's stats up, and it came up on Google how many games and how many actually played for Everton. He hasn't scored no goals for Everton, right? Apart from like having yellow cards, and he did get a goal, but he did score a goal for Everton, but it was offside. And it gives you a list how many injuries he's had since he's been for Everton, and it tells you.
Transfer market website.
Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you very much. Kim still said our board won't sign old players according to him. Says Tawo, I want you get that guy from Forest on loan, please. Cheap and experienced. He's a Nigerian international, very strong player. Tawo Awoniyi, but he's always injured. He's been out for a long time. Kim, so
are you waffling? Are you waffling, Nani? Are you waffling?
But anyway, DJ here, so we're gonna kick off. From here. DJ will be going through. We discuss Armando Broja's injury situation right now. Also, we also talk about the financial situation with then Roman Abramovich era, which will lead us towards yesterday's discussion where we have to call it off and continue today. Also, we did talk about the call of Trevoh Chalobah from Crystal Palace, and how things have escalated to this point. When Chelsea did not have any use for this player in the summer, now they feel like they're ready to call him. And I was wondering why, or did they even see this coming, that Wesley Fofana might not finish the whole season, and why they even inserted that clause in it. Steven said they usually put those clauses into those loan deals when they send their players out to football. They send their players out on loan to other football clubs. So we've been talking about this when we started the show, but then I'll give you time to have you can also have your point or have your view on it, or whatever you want to say regarding some of these topics, regarding Roman Abramovich, financial problems, and all the other news that we'll talk about.
Yeah, I'll first of all start with the Trevoh Chalobah news. I mean, as I said yesterday, I was very happy that we actually recalled him back from his loan spell at Crystal Palace, because obviously, we were clearly we did make a move for Mark Guehi, but then we found out the price of what he was going to cost. I do believe his wages was too much, and they didn't want to go over that, so they've allowed that one for now. So they've gone and recalled Trevoh Chalobah, which is not a bad idea. The guy's Chelsea, he's come through our ranks. He's played. He knows the DNA of Chelsea. So, for me, it's a good call. But what I got annoyed about today, when I read on some tweet today. I don't know who it was that put. I think it was I think it might have been Chelsea News or something like that, coming out and saying that he's come back, but he's got no future. He's got no future at the football club.
Bro, I told you this yesterday. We know that.
But that for me, I mean, I for one, I always try to go and look. I know. Listen, I always try to look at things from thinking to myself, it's the benefit of the doubt and think whatever it is. But then when I saw it, it's not I didn't believe you, Steve. I was also thinking to myself, maybe, just maybe, I might try and doubt these guys, and they might in the end prove me wrong and keep this guy at the football club and not do what they've gone and done to him. But clearly, that's not the case.
You're telling me that when Stanley and Stuart go learn from their mistakes, we've seen nothing.
They're never going to learn, bro. They're never going to learn. They're never going to learn, bro. And as I keep saying,
that's the sad reality.
They're never going to learn. All right, but at the same time, you've got two guys who they work under that should really be telling them what they should be doing. But clearly, because they don't obviously have a clue themselves, they're just going by what Stanley and Stuart are saying.
No, that's the people who are the issue. It's them and Egg Barley, bro.
The thing that makes me laugh, no,
Hey, done. Let's DJ
okay, bro.
so we can start with the guest.
Okay.
Let's just want to quickly talk about Trevoh Chalobah, because DJ's talking a bit of ability about facts, because Trevoh Chalobah, right?
No. You're about to get in again. Let's DJ finish. You've been talking for almost half an hour now.
No, let me finish his point. Let him finish his point.
No, I want to speak to DJ about. I'm having a conversation with DJ quickly, yeah. Because if you talk about Trevoh Chalobah, right, like what DJ just said, right, with this time, so basically we loaned him out, right, to Palace. We've now just officially this Winsley Stanley and bloody directors are worse, yeah, have banged Trevoh Chalobah. Do you know after this season, he's not going to be at the club. They want to sell him, TJ. They want to sell him. So what's the point bringing him back? What's the point of bringing him back if you're not going to keep him and you're going to want to sell him after the end of the season?
I mean, the funny thing of all is we talk about Trevoh Chalobah here. The funny one is the one I do find so funny and hilarious is Renato Vega. I mean, I don't understand what the owners and the board and the actual directors are doing here. Yeah, this guy basically said he was supposed to be better than Calafiori, right? And we went and got him over him, right? And all of a sudden now he's become available to go. He's now come out yesterday and said he's going nowhere. All he wants to do is go on a loan, play in his favoured centre-back position and come back to the football club. But today I'm reading that
KDH. KDH is another one.
KDH, another one. That was another weird signing. That was another weird signing.
Who's KDH? Who's KDH?
Dewsbury Hall, bro. Dewsbury Hall.
Dewsbury Hall. Yeah,
I saw links.
Yeah,
I saw links to West Ham today, and I also saw links for Chukwuemeka and also who's the other one? Vega. No, Chukwuemeka. Both linked with Everton. What's his name? Chilwell. The other one. They linked with Everton today. Apparently, David Moyes likes both the players. Well, whether you can get them both on loan is another thing.
I don't think you can, because you can only loan. I think you can only loan 2 players from one club in the Premier League, which means
that's right.
We'd have to recall Broja to give them both of them.
Yeah, which could end up working in their favour, because obviously Broja's out injured. They could turn around and say, "Well, we'll give you Broja back, and we'll take those 2 instead of you." So that could possibly still happen if Broja's out injured now, as you guys have been discussing. And I saw that again today about Broja. It's a shame for that kid. I do feel for that kid, to be honest with you, because I thought he started his Chelsea career pretty well, but then obviously when he got that injury, he wasn't the same player after that. Yeah,
and in the same category, I agree with Kinso. Why did we let Tomori go? Okay, we sold him. I would take him back. To be honest, I agree with him.
Who's that, bro?
Tomori.
AC Milan.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen.
I mean,
it's not gonna happen.
And the other one I saw today, I don't know how much of a true story this is or how much of a true source it is. I'm seeing João Felix to Fenerbahce. Apparently, Jose Mourinho has spoken to him.
Really? Is that serious?
Yeah. Fenerbahce.
It just goes to show how terrible of a summer our sporting directors had.
It's like stock market, It's like stock market they're dealing with.
Sell, buy.
But the question is, guys, the question that I have to ask these directors and is, what are we doing here? What is this club? What are these guys doing for these players?
We're in it for the vibes.
Yeah, because clearly it's not all right there. I think all behind the scenes, I don't think it's all right at Chelsea. Whether we like to think we want to paint this picture thinking, yes, all clear. I don't think it's all clear at Chelsea at this moment in time. I really don't think it's all right at the moment behind the scenes. And I'll be honest with you, there'll be more coming out of it.
That's what they
It'll
are.
be coming
All
out
for the
more.
money.
It'll probably come out more, probably towards the end of the season or where we finish. Now, Maresca's going through his bad time now, his bad spell, as everyone wants to call it.
Yeah, directors.
Okay. I disagree. I disagree with the people saying Maresca should be sacked. Again, it's a mini crisis we're going through, and people are saying call him out to be sacked. I disagree with that.
Bad patch.
It's a mini crisis.
It's
a mini crisis.
These directors are only like I just showed you. They're here for the money.
My New Year resolution.
Money. What I need is all.
But the thing of all is, this is what I've always had my qualms at with this thing, and why I've had my whether you want to blame the directors, okay, fair enough, you blame the directors and Egbali and whatever you want to say. But I put him as well responsible for it as well, because clearly there seems to be no winning mentality at this football club anymore. Yeah, why are we getting players? Why are we getting players and we want to flog them off early? It's disgraceful. I mean, Cole Palmer's coming probably thinking, what the hell have I joined here?
Stewart and Egbali have a great relationship, and then Todd Bowley's just on the outside thinking, what the is going on?
You know what the worst thing? Todd Bowley's with it.
He's not, mate. Bro.
He is.
Bro,
they're all clowns. They're all clowns. So they're all into
okay, they're all clowns. Bro,
He's not involved. He's involved. If you think he's not involved, you must be nice. They do it for PR, for a bit of social media.
Do you not realise
they're best friends. They're clowns. All of them are clowns.
You wanted to buy them out, but they all get along and it's all rosy and they're all best mates. Okay.
You're not understanding it, Dan.
They are best mates.
The LA Dodgers, who is in charge? Todd Bowley is in charge, and Todd Bowley has proven that he mixes the team with young and experienced, the old. There's one player in the LA Dodgers who have been there for over 10 years, who just helped them won the World Series. He's been there over 10 years. He's won the World Series with them for three times.
Who bring Raheem Sterling in? Well, it's like Barley. It was
hang
like
on. You're actually proving our point here. You're proving our point.
It was Todd Bowley that did that.
It was Todd Bowley.
It was Todd Bowley and Barley. They both
no, it wasn't.
Together.
Todd Bowley was
Todd Bowley was the one doing the deals.
No, it wasn't. It was Ed Barley and Todd Bowley.
He was the sporting director, slumber number one.
Ed Barley wanted.
Big up to you, Maya. Big up to you.
Ed Barley didn't know who Raheem Sterling was 5 minutes before he signed for it.
Ed Barley wanted Raheem Sterling and Todd Bowley wanted Aubameyang in. And because of the last minute, well, I did you back me up here because the situation at that first start of the season, they told Thomas Tuchel, right, when that time he had the bloody a robbery in Spain when he got hit by one of the crowbars, across his face with a broken jaw. Todd Bowley told Thomas Tuchel, we'll get him a mask as soon as possible and we want him to play him. And Thomas Tuchel came up to them two and said he ain't ready to play. But Ed Barley and Todd Bowley went to Thomas Tuchel, you have to play him. If you don't play him, you're going to get sacked. After later, when he lost that game, when got Aubameyang on the pitch, when we lost that 1-0 game, what happened to Thomas Tuchel? These two are clowns. These are the ones got Thomas Tuchel sacked because of Aubameyang. It is true. It is true. It was them two was involved in that situation.
Listen,
it's true.
What I will say in terms of what Dan is in terms of what Dan is saying, some of it is a bit true about forcing him to play Aubameyang when he really shouldn't. When actually Thomas Tuchel did actually say he wasn't ready to play. He needs to give him some time. Yeah, and at the end of the day, they persistent that he had to play. He played in the end. Look, we all know how Aubameyang worked out at Chelsea. He wasn't that great. Yeah, and look, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not about being impatient, Maya. You know what I'll say is I'm not impatient. What I'll say is I understand the project at Chelsea. I really do. I get the feeling that surprisingly, I was watching a program last night. I think it was when the treble winning season with Manchester United. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this program. And Sir Alex Ferguson came in and he said he called the players back early from their pre-season and said, "You guys are going to. I need you guys to come back early." And I think there was a World Cup year or something that year as well, or European year, and he wanted them to come back. But apparently, he turned around and said to them all in the thing, "Trust the project." And we all know what happened that season. They end up being treble winners that season. Yeah. So I'm not saying in any way, right, yeah, that the project is not working, but what these owners are doing in terms of and the directors, whatever you want to say, in terms of what they're doing with our players, it's like monopoly for them. You're bringing in players, and all of a sudden you want to flog them off. Renato Vega was supposed to be one for the future. Okay, there was all this talk of Cucurella possibly going last season. We brought Vega in to come in there. Now all of a sudden, Vega's come out and made one comment. I want to play my favourite centre back position. Everyone starts going to uproar.
I don't
We
believe
get rid of
that
him.
centre back comment, by the way.
Maybe. I don't know if it has legs or what, Steve. But
Bro, let me just quickly outline it. Right, this guy, had mostly played as a defensive midfielder with a little bit of sprinkle at centre back, a little bit of sprinkle at left back.
Yeah,
he got called up to the Portuguese national team. Played centre back twice, and now I'm supposed to believe that centre back's his favoured position. Come on, man.
Well. Listen, I'm not. Listen, all I'm saying is all I'm going by. So you don't. I'm not saying believe all the comments, but there's obviously something that's gone around it. Okay, something's obviously there in the air that's made this happen. Now all of a sudden, let's talk about getting rid of him. Yeah. Then I'm seeing today talks of Felix, but I know it might be Felix to go on loan to Fenerbahce. Yeah, I saw it on here before I came on, bro. But the thing was, it might not be. But apparently, it's. And the team and the person that's actually done it, it's got 130. They are. I don't know if they're known, but they're 133k followers on there. So I don't know if they are.
Who was it?
What they called? They're. I've got to find. Go on my.
Was it the Spanish ones, Relevo or whatever?
Bro, if you go on my X on my Twitter, I retweeted it, so you'll see it on there. I retweeted it. I can't obviously get onto that now. Let me see if I can get onto it now. I'll tell you who they are.
PRS has come out with it on his app about Joe Felix or Fenerbahce.
Let me check this fraud's account who aggregates stuff and adjusts what it says so it fits his agenda.
Yeah.
He does.
But I'm just saying,
I swear to you, he does.
No, but all I'm saying is at the moment, all this talk of us going and getting some players in, all of a sudden that's gone out the window now. It seems. I know we said this January we're going to be about. It was about getting rid of players, and then you're going to bring the odd, maybe the centre back in, and maybe they said about. And then I'm seeing links to Adeyemi coming in maybe in the summer.
That's not true. Okay? That's not true.
That's not a good source, bro.
Don't believe everything you see.
No. I don't believe it. But I'm not saying to believe it, but I'm just reading. I'm just reading what I see. That's all I'm basically saying. I'm just reading what I see on X. I know what's true.
If you can read it, but don't take it serious because it's gonna
no.
Get your heart.
But the Joao Felix one, the Joao Felix one, I can believe slightly to it because of the way his frustrations are at Chelsea at the moment.
I see what you're talking about. Vince reported this. Chelsea are still interested in Karim Adeyemi and are considering a transfer in the summer. You get what I'm saying? In the summer, but I don't think Chelsea want Adeyemi. Chelsea doesn't want Adeyemi.
No, but again, though, what we're looking at, though, again, we don't want him, but what we're looking at again, we're looking at another young player. I mean, how many of these youngsters are we going to bring in? We got Estava Willian coming in the summer. We've got Paez coming in the summer. Now all of a sudden they want to go all this way out and they need to bring experienced players in, bruv.
Let me put this update there, guys. So this is coming from Florian Plattenberg.
Fan are happy.
Hold on, Dan. This is coming from Florian Plattenberg. He worked with I think is it Sky Germany. He reported this earlier on. He says, as reported yesterday on our transfer update show via something. Chelsea are still interested in Karim Adeyemi. So that's where Vince also took that from. And so CFC are considering a transfer in the summer. Napoli are also currently monitoring the 22-year-old winger from Borussia.
Napoli want him to replace Vicha.
That's what I read.
Yeah.
But apparently their favourite, they want Garnacho.
I don't want Adeyemi.
But
you're on about that Borussia Dortmund winger. I don't want him.
He's the same.
I don't want him. He's useless.
Vince was the same person who also tweeted what's his name again? The Felix news that Fenerbahce are in terms most
Bro, you got to double and triple check
interested
every
signing
source that
Flav
Vince posts because he posts a lot of fraudulent sources.
As it says so, Estadio ED. What's Estadio ED? Is that someone's name?
What?
I've clicked on the link. It's some kind of a weird account with 133K account.
Nick, bring up on the screen. Bring up on the screen so we can see it. Bring up on the screen.
Do you know whilst you do that, I'm gonna load up a different thing and see if someone I know
guys
has any information on whoever that flipping source is.
Maya Kim, so please sorry, we just want to keep let the guys keep flowing. That's why I haven't read your comment. I don't want to
you go to the comments, bro. I was just go to the comments, bro.
Yeah, I'll go to the comments a bit. Maya said that this whole conversation about the owners remind me of what remind me of that guy meaning it is what mining for diamond and he quit last minute. Okay, all right. Okay,
by the way, I've just seen something on Adeyemi. Yeah, there's nothing to it.
The Adeyemi.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
It's summer. It's the summer, so it's nothing to.
No, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it at all. There's nothing to it.
There are a lot of rumors which are just like agents building up stories and things like that.
So I'll be honest with you guys. If I'll be
by
honest
the way,
with you guys,
just quickly, apparently, I think it was Torino are preparing an official offer for Cesare Casadei.
Saw that.
So this is the account that he's quoting. This is the account, guys. This is the account that we're all worried about.
Estadio Ed.
Estadio
Ed.
Whatever, ED or
Deportivo. They're Spanish. The Spanish counter, obviously, because Deportivo
Go to
is in
translate
Spain,
Bayoni.
Do what, Steven?
Yeah, but this Fenerbahce is like you can understand the Turkish clubs. They always strive for the big players. I think there was something like the fans were tweeting like Mbappe's account, like come to us.
All Spanish. I can tell you guys, it's all Spanish, bro. That's all Spanish. Trust me, Spanish.
Oh my God! Need look at the second hashtag on that, please. It's that dodgy source I always tell you about. The second hashtag.
Fair jest.
It's the one that always tell you be wary of. The one that
adios, João Felix. Bye-bye, João Felix, they're saying. What rubbish is that? Adios, João Felix. It's rubbish, man. But it was still.
Exactly.
Anyway.
What was that?
But Felix is trying really to get into the Chelsea team starting 11. He didn't help Kunku in the Conference League a lot. Like he was not giving any balls or assists. He was like he wants to score. He wants to excel. He doesn't care about anything. He wants to get into starting 11. I respect that. Go for it.
You know, I don't understand, bro. Yeah, okay, you can call him whatever you want to call it. Morecambe, yeah. So what? We beat Morecambe at the FA Cup, but those 2 goals he scored, I don't understand how he didn't get an opportunity to play on Tuesday night. He deserved an opportunity in that team on Tuesday.
That's true. Again, but what I'm saying, DJ, is different. I'm saying he's different. He never gave assists for Nkunku. He wants that spot, you know. So,
well, then Kuku's going to go, isn't he? Steve. What, Steve? I'll ask you one thing, mate. Tal, do you think this is going to happen, mate? Do you think Nkuku's going to go and Tal's going to come, or has that gone quiet completely?
Tal, I don't think it's going to happen, no.
I don't think Tal will come, but like Nkunku is gone. I think Nkunku is going.
I don't know if Nkunku's gone yet. Let's say
he will go.
I don't think
because we will find we will find buyers. He will have buyers.
Chelsea value him at I think it was 70 million euros. Yeah,
80.
Yeah.
No, it was 70 million in euros. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
and that's why there's all this talk about Tel to essentially say, look, take a player of ours, we'll give you less money, and then that's how we're doing it done essentially.
Why is it always in euros?
Yeah, Chelsea will get the money.
What was that, Diamond? What did you say?
Why is it always in euros?
I guess because it's to a European team, so everyone reports it in euros, I guess. Okay. But I think it works out as like £50 odd million. Which actually is funny because I think that's about 10 million and we spent on him in the first place.
Robert Tahas, a championship coach, wins the Premier League. Wow, it's miracle time. Chelsea will be 8th on the table. Maya said I want Felix to get more game time, and also someone said bring back. I think Kim said bring back Marina Gunarskaya. I don't think that Chelsea is going to need.
Oh, please no! Do not bring her back.
Kim, so why do you need Marina Gunarskaya? He's done good and he's done ridiculous deals.
Do you know what she could do? She could go to United with Penny Pinch and Jim.
Do you know what? It was her birthday the other day. They had a nice picture of her on X the other day. Yeah,
he's done some good deals.
Don't get
me wrong.
He's done some good deals. But then you look at the summer where we got Bakayoko and all them lot. Wasn't Bakayoko?
He brought Aubameyang. He brought in what's his name again? Malansa. He brought in what's his name again? Bakayoko. All these deals. He brought those players into the football club. Huh?
You said he.
I mean she. Yeah, I mean she. Steven, go to hell, okay? Go to hell.
He's done this before. He's done it before.
Speak to you tomorrow, bro.
It's not the first time he's done it.
Love it, mate. Love it.
Steven, go to hell. I mean,
okay, I'll leave the stream and speak to you tomorrow.
Nah, don't be doing that, bro.
What are you going there with? Is it a train or an airplane? To hell.
So do you honestly and truly think? Do you think we'll do any business before the end of this window, or is it more like people are going to leave?
No,
I think we'll do a couple of deals. I do think that.
I don't.
Do you think we'll get another? Listen, I've seen Benjamin Sesko to Arsenal today, bro. What do you make of him coming?
It's happening.
What? Sesko to where?
Yeah.
Arsenal.
I wouldn't say it's happening. It's a bit early.
It's happening. Arteta realized the mistake. It's happening. They're bringing in number 9.
Bro, I swear when we looked at him, he's like 6'4" or something, and he can't score headers.
He can't even run, bro. He can't run.
I'll give one to you guys. Yeah, I'll tell you, this is what's going to happen. Yeah, come the end of the window. This is because this is so Chelsea-like here, and they're so directors type. By the end of this window, we're going to have a striker in, guys. He's going to be on loan, okay? And he's going to be from Brighton. His name is Ferguson.
Are you all right?
That's who we're going to have him. That's what's going to happen. No, I'm just saying how it is, bruv. No, honestly, Diamond. That's what, not in my club, yeah? That's what they'll go and do. They'll go and bring in Ferguson from Brighton because they like the Brighton project so much. He might even come in on loan. Honestly,
let me give you my prediction. I don't see any centre back coming in. I don't see it. The chance. The one that they think they can bring him in was going to be Chalobah. What's his name? Magay.
No, there's other centre backs, bro. We know this.
The one that they think they're confident of bringing in because of that 20% on that they could get out of that deal. It's not happening for them, so it's not going to work. That's why they're recalling Chalobah. That's why they're recalling Chalobah because of
we're still in for centre backs, right?
Do what?
You know we're still in for centre backs, right?
I know, but you have Chalobah. Who else are you going to bring in?
Well, we're meant to be selling Disasi, so then you need a centre back again. So there's your answer.
Yeah, Lewis Dunk.
No, it isn't. No, we know it's.
No. We don't want own goals. Own goals, man. Own goals. You see what happened in England.
You say that. Mark Gay scored about 2 or 3 own goals this season. So
Mark Gay. Another Wahala. We call it Wahala.
And apparently Lewis Dunk's a Chelsea fan as well, by the way.
I couldn't believe it.
I don't know why people always think Mikel Obi is proper Chelsea. I don't know why people think he's a proper Chelsea.
Why do you not think he's proper Chelsea?
Also, look, I'll also add, that's Ballack in that picture as well, yeah? I'd also add, as much as Ballack was a legend in football, you can't deem him a legend at Chelsea.
Who's that, bro?
Ballack is not. It's not a legend at Chelsea. He's a legend in football. It's not even a proper Chelsea.
I will never forget that video of Ballack chasing that Norwegian referee who was like,
and
who was,
in the Barca game, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, man.
he's a legend for that video only, you know.
Who's that? Balak?
We're finished. It's done. It's over. It's
Whatever
over.
you guys want to say, the guy was a top player, and I'm glad we had him at Chelsea. To be honest with you,
who's that?
Michael Ballack, mate. Michael Ballack.
Oh,
whatever you guys want to say about him.
He's not just legend. He's not just legend. He's not just legend.
He's not a Chelsea.
He called out that referee. He called out that referee straight away, and Drogba as well.
What do you think, Chelsea done? Is Ballack a Chelsea legend? Is he? You say yeah. We can hear you, mate. Mate, we can hear you. Mate, T, we can hear you.
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Muted.
No, he's unmuted. He's unmuted, but we can still not hear him.
Oh, we can't hear you. There's no audio from your end.
Dan, you need to stop using the Brexit microphone.
Brexit
microphone. Brexit microphone.
Not Brexit. Not Brexit.
I think he needs an external microphone.
But Brexit, and honestly, bro, Brexit. He's gonna come back at you on that one, bro. Trust me, he'll come back at you on that one. I bet you anyway he'll come back at you on that one.
Come back on what?
There we go. He said you had a Brexit microphone.
It's these crappy Wikipedia headsets what's doing my head in so that people can't hear me.
Not just me. Everyone can hear you.
You're giving my phone a virus with your Wikipedia because you stopped doing that.
Dan, we can hear you. Don't worry, we can hear you now. You don't have to get that close. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Anyway, what was saying is, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
One way, I'm thinking to myself, why was people being rude, not can't hear me when I speak? All right. The thing about Joe Felix, yeah, that on Twitter, what you came up with, yeah, was that.
Yeah. No, we're not talking about Felix. We're not talking about Felix.
Felix is done and dusted. Felix is finished.
No, we're not talking about Felix. Hey, yo. You're muted.
Felix topic is finished.
Don't ever say Michael Ballack and Joby McCallum again, you Mr. Waffler. Michael Ballack, right, was one of our top players, yeah, in Chelsea, yeah. And you don't forget, look what he did against Manchester United.
I said it, bro.
Where we won that Premier League.
But they got this thing about Michael Ballack, man.
No, you don't get it. He's
not a Chelsea
legend.
How could you? He's not.
Is he a Chelsea legend? That's the question. What makes him a legend? What makes him a legend?
Disgrace. Roman Abramovich, disgrace. Joby McCallum.
What makes him a legend?
Michael Ballack.
Dan, tell me about Deco. Deco, the director of Barcelona right now. Deco.
Oh, Deco, what old Portuguese Deco for Chelsea?
Yeah,
he was like similar to Ballack, huh? He spent the same amount of time.
Deco was nothing like. Ballack was much better than Deco.
He done well for us. He done well for us though, Deco. I'm not having anyone slate him off.
Yeah, Deco did do well for us. I'm not having that at all.
DJ.
And what about Imo Petit? What about Imo Petit when he went to Arsenal, came to Chelsea? Are you going to discriminate him or not, Imo Petit?
Petit's not a legend. He's not a legend. He's recognized in Arsenal more than he is at Chelsea.
What about Ashley Cole? What about Ashley Cole?
Oh, not Arsenal, not again.
Let's throw Ashley Cole in there, then, is he a legend?
Ashley Cole's decent.
Oh, yeah.
It's Ashley Cole legend for Chelsea or is he Arsenal? Lee, it's Ashley Cole. It's Ashley Cole a legend for Chelsea or is he a legend for Arsenal?
I think Chelsea.
You have to know that.
Yeah, bro, I agree with you, 100%.
He won everything in this world with Chelsea. He didn't win anything with Arsenal. So he's a proper Chelsea legend.
So's Joe Cole. Joe Cole's another legend.
Yeah, Joe Cole.
Where is that guy? Okay, one more player. Where is Paulo Ferreira? You know, Paulo Ferreira.
Another one.
Yeah, Chelsea legend. Paulo Ferreira, Chelsea legend.
Where is he right now?
Michael Ballack is not a Chelsea legend.
Yeah, he's back in Portugal, and I think he's a director. He's a director. Is it not director? He's doing something in one of the teams there. I can't remember who. I think it might be. I think he's back at Porto. Paulo Ferreira.
Okay.
He's the trainer. He's the trainer for the youth Porto team.
Porto team.
So Nick. So
yes,
with you guys, yeah, like you're disagreeing in the place what we've had, yeah. So Graham Lasso, is he a legend for Chelsea or
Graham
is it
Lasso, what a player.
Oh yeah, what a player! Graham Lasso is a Chelsea
yeah,
legend.
what about Dennis Wise? Is he a legend for Chelsea or
Oh,
not?
Anyone don't come Dennis Wise.
Dennis Wise. You don't even mention. You don't have to mention the extraordinary captain. You don't even mention his name. Players like Dennis Wise, you don't mention their names. Zola, you don't mention their names. You don't
What
have to
about
mention.
What about Gus Poyet? What about Dimitri Gus Poyet? What about all these players here? Tor Andy Flo, Granshaw. What about that? What about that? Washington
I'll go back
Circle.
I'll go back even further, Dan. How about Kerry Dixon? I don't want anyone coming and flip Kerry Dixon off.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And George Spencer and all these lot. We could go back
Mark
many
Stein.
years of Chelsea.
Look, those days I wasn't watching Chelsea. So if the player doesn't last long at Chelsea for more than 5-6 years, I would say he's not part of the Chelsea legendary. I won't put him there. Because at that time, we're not winning many trophies like we did in the early 2000s. So if the player wasn't there for more than 6-7 years, he's not just. It's not Chelsea.
No,
we talk about legendary status. I wouldn't count those players. I would never count this stupid guy at ESPN with his broken teeth who played nothing but breaking his teeth.
I'll give you a question. I'll go right, DJ. I'm going to give these guys a question, JC and Stephen and Nia. So is Mark Hughes a legend for Chelsea or not?
Yeah, he's a legend. A player.
Why is he a legend?
Because he coached the team. He played and then he coached the team. And he was from Manchester United, though, but he coached and he played.
And also broke his foot in the FA Cup against Man United and scored the winning goal for us in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. But I
was 2-0 down.
I can remember watching clips of him playing and also coach Chelsea.
Yeah, we was 2-0 down. We was 2-0 down. Was it Arsenal? It was Man United, wasn't it? Was it Arsenal? Wait, we was 2-0 down in the final, and we come back and beat them 3-2 when he had a broken foot and scored as a winning goal.
Stop there, Did you say Mark Hughes coached Chelsea?
Yeah, I think he did, right?
No, he didn't coach Chelsea. Man City did, but not Chelsea.
He's never coached Chelsea. He's never coached Man City. It was Ruud Gullit, yeah.
Who are you on about?
And Janko Vialli.
They're the two that coached Chelsea. And Glenn Hoddle before that as player manager.
Yeah, Glenn Hoddle as player manager.
I knew he coached Man City, but I thought he coached Chelsea. But he played.
No, bro. He played for us. He played for us.
Yeah, he played for us. Is Glenn Hoddle a legend for Chelsea?
Okay. Then I got that news from Wikipedia.
Come on, Lee. We don't like me DJ.
Don't trust Wikipedia all the time.
You look at Wikipedia now.
Dan recommended Wikipedia for me.
Are you looking at Wikipedia? Yeah, because you thought Mark Hughes was coach for Chelsea. And he's never coached for Chelsea. He played for Chelsea, but he's never been a coach for Chelsea.
No, I was
your Wikipedia is infecting my phone. See what I mean, DJ? I've caught him out again. I've got him again. I've caught him out again with his ruffle suet.
All right, guys, let's wrap up. Let's wrap up with this. Let's wrap up with this. We haven't started.
If you're checking Wikipedia, check other sources after.
What sources? What sources?
Let's say if you're looking for if this person has been a manager of X club, just check another website to see if that's true, and then check another one. You only have to check about 3.
Diamond, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Where do you think you're finishing this season?
We'll finish 6th.
No,
Everton. I'm asking Everton. Everton, not Chelsea.
Everton. 12.
Because it looks like you're struggling big time. You got rid of Sam Dykes, who kept you 5 clean sheets. You sacked him off. Yeah. Now you bring back Andy Moses back. You bring You bring your old manager.
David Moyes.
It's one thing keeping clean sheets, but they weren't getting results.
No, they weren't. Well, I think
we'll survive.
Yeah, I was going to say you will be
16th.
Yeah. Do you? One question I'll say to you, Dom. I mean, you're a massive Everton fan. What do you make of the return of David Moyes, bro? I mean, because there were talks before him coming. There were links to Jose Mourinho, and there was also links to who was the other one? There was another one you guys were linked with. Were you glad you didn't get Jose, or would you have liked him to have come to you guys? Because he said he wanted to come back and manage. He was glad he wanted to come back and manage in a Premiership club, even if it's a club that's not winning things, but he wanted to come back and manage again. Would you have taken him at Chelsea? Would you have liked him at Everton? Because I know some Everton fans. I know one of the guys on your I don't know who it is. There's one guy who does things on stream on Everton. I forgot what the guy's name. He went on to, and he actually came out and said he didn't want Jose anywhere near your football club.
Yeah, I didn't want Jose anyway because I'm pretty sure he plays part of the bus and 5 at the back, so I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah,
that's what you guys need right now. You need to
Jose never plays 5 at the back. Jose never plays 5 at the back.
No, it's usually
Jose always is 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1,
4-2-3-1, or 4-3-3.
Yeah.
See, look, people always and say Jose Mourinho packed the bus, but it's never true. Go to La Liga. Jose Mourinho at each time, look at the number of goals that Cristiano Ronaldo scored, and look at the number of goals that his team scored to clinch La Liga trophy. Go those times when he won the La Liga and with Cristiano Ronaldo, but people never speak the truth. Always they say Jose Mourinho packed the bus, but it's never true. With Chelsea, look at the number of when he was at Chelsea. Look at the number of goals that Didier Drogba was scoring under Jose Mourinho.
Do you know what I'd add to this? I can't remember who said it. I think it was one of our former players. I don't know if it was Drogba or your mate Mikel or someone else, yeah? But essentially, if I remember correctly, what the quote was, it was basically when Chelsea were playing at home, if we was not up, say, 3-0 at half-time, Jose used to go mental at all the players.
Yeah.
There you go.
But if he was parking the bus, we wouldn't be able to get 3-0 up.
Yeah.
Or even have a chance at it.
I mean, there were times in games. Look, what I'll say about Jose, there are times in games with Jose, what he would do is, if he wanted to shut up shop, for example, we would know he'll go down that defensive route way. I mean, if it means we have to win a game 1-0 ugly or 2-0 ugly, that's what we'll do. Because that's what he used to do. He used to sometimes do that in certain games. But other times, he'd go out there and get quite.
You're not going to win every game pretty.
Yeah,
basically.
You can't go and win the game 4-5 every match.
Guys, please let's continue with
one thing about Jose.
Sorry.
Yeah, just very quickly.
JC.
One thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Very
Finish
quickly.
it.
One thing people don't realize about Jose, and then that's like you have a history. Wherever he goes, he brings in 1 or 2 players. He adds just 1 or 2 players. He is okay with what he has. He builds with 1 or 2 players, and then he succeeds in the second year. After that, he's gone. Like okay, I mean, people get tired of him, or the players get tired, or whatever. I do not know the reason. At Porto, when he won the Champions League, he brought like 2 experienced guys. That was a young team. Then he came to Chelsea. He brought in, I think the first time he came in, he brought in Drogba or something, if I'm not mistaken. Second time he came to Chelsea, he brought in Fabregas and Diego Costa. In Real Madrid, he brought like Essien, if I'm not mistaken, and who else? Who else? I think Ronaldo or somebody like that. Or maybe. And then, okay, you look at AC Milan, he brought in Tomori and somebody. He delivered a trophy. Wherever he goes, he went to Manchester United. He brought in Ibrahimovic. He brought in this guy. Lukaku was already there, if I'm not mistaken, or Lukaku maybe. But he brought in again. He does not need a squad overhaul. He will fix a few things, put in a few places, and get a trophy. That's fantastic manager. Whatever you call it, like that's super manager who has a track record of going for 1 or 2 players and getting trophy. Yeah, and he will bring in. He won't ask you to invest billions. He will bring in 2 players and he will deliver a trophy.
Unless you're Spurs, who sack him like 5 days before a final.
Yeah, but that's Spurs. That's Spurs. That's the only club.
Spurs who sack him 5 days before a final.
Oh, that's a Spursy thing. Anyway, Maya said you You gents want to Lamine Jamal in Chelsea.
Never
No,
happened.
it's not coming. Never happening. The price, man, very expensive. Maya said our first game against Burnley in 2014-2015 wasn't the first park the bus style of play, which is that's.
I remember
Maya.
where I was watching that game as
So,
well.
Maya, what says Maya, what diamond as its SHIT
No.
instead I'm not so sure what it means. But guys, please let's wrap up with we'll be wrapping up, so but let's start what we ended yesterday regarding the Roman era and then this clearly era. The difference between it. Steven was building a point yesterday. Yeah, Steven was building a point yesterday, and then he couldn't finish. So we start from Steven. If you're ready, let me know so we can start from
I'm
you.
ready.
But that's the main reason why we all jump on the stream early today, and we've already done 2 hours of it. Yesterday we did 3 hours. If we can just use 20 minutes or 15 minutes to debate and argue, no Wikipedia done, no Wikipedia information yet, because yesterday you went way off with your Wikipedia stuff over here, and too many wrong stuff from you, Dan, and I'm not taking it. I'm not having it anymore.
So Roman's first season would have been 03-04. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So we were talking about the age of players he brought in, and like there was quite a bit of young players. So I was looking it up. Hernan Crespo was 28. Damien Duff was 24, who we actually got from Blackburn, believe it or not.
Yep.
Adrian Matu, who likes Coke, we got from Parma, who was 24 years old. David Coote on the books.
David Coote.
Sebastian Veron was 28.
Worst signing.
Makaleli was 30.
Yep.
Scott Parker was 23. Wayne Bridge was 22.
Yep.
Jeremy 24. Joe Cole 21. Glenn Johnson 18. Some guy I've never heard of called Alexi Smertin, who was apparently defensive mid from Bordeaux. 28. There's there was some guy from proper lower divisions on a free transfer from Kingstonian FC for some reason. 22-year-old Craig Rocastle.
What's the deal? What's your
Then there was 3 goalkeepers on frees as well. Jurgen Macho from Sunderland on a free, 25. Ambrosio, 30 years old on a free. And then Neil Sullivan, 33. Spurs
7G. 7G.
Yeah.
Are you there?
No, I'm not here. I'm not talking. I'm not here.
I want to make sure you can hear me. Since you mentioned David Cook, let me just play this music real quick.
Okay.
Please. I've got in the mood to play this music.
Hang on. I need to switch a little bit, but I'll just quickly make a point here. It's no cooking. There's no cooking. Of all the list he has mentioned, 24 is still young. And I mentioned Makalele. All the rest who are more elder than 24, which you say like we need experience. Only Damien Duff succeeded. All the rest failed. All of them. All the rest of the. Let me finish.
Oh no, I was just adding.
Let me finish. No, just hold on. Hang on. From the list you have mentioned, is an argument that we should bring in now experienced player. And I'm saying is what Abramovich brought in was primarily youth which succeeded. And you have given me a list where of all the players aged 24 above, only Makalele and Duff succeeded. All the rest were crap. So my argument still says the same.
Disagree, bro.
Abramovich brought in youth which succeeded.
Look, I need this. We need this year.
Joe Cole is not crap. I'm sorry.
Need this year.
Joko was 24.
Let's go.
Yeah, but you're saying
23. 24 is young.
No, but bro, you said only you said Damien Duff succeeded. Joe Cole wasn't crap.
Hold on, DJ.
Joko was 23, 22 or 23 when he was born.
21. He was 21.
But he didn't fail. He wasn't crap.
No, I'm saying he brought in youth which succeeded. Of all the experienced players, Only Makalele, and now we can add with all the names he has mentioned, Stephen, Damon Duff. All the experience.
But Jason, you're compressing it. I disagree on that.
He just made my point. Like young players, Abramovich brought in young players which succeeded.
But they conceded. Yeah, but why did they concede?
Experience didn't help. Only Makalele.
Because they had the mentality.
As I said, only Makalele.
All right.
Cole,
Second.
Joe Cole, yeah.
Joe Cole was 21.
Hold on, Jason. Hold on, Jason. Sorry, I mute you. We're gonna go in alphabetically or in order where Steven's gonna land, so we can all. Steven, I'm not sure he was down with what he was saying, but guys, let's do it real quick so we can all go accordingly, so we can understand each other. But hear this first. David Coot in the building.
Yeah. Yo, David Coot, what's the deal? What's your goal? Snorting lines out of bounds, man, you out of control. Messages to minors, bruh, that ain't right. You're the type of ref ruining the beautiful fight. Pickford went for VVD, tore up his knee, and you let it slide blind as a ref could be. Goodison's quiet, nah, that's delusion. You're the real reason for all the confusion. Coot's on the mic, but he ain't got game. Bringing shame to the badge, dragging the name. Prams in your hands, but you fumble in the play. Get your whistle checked, Coot, it's Judgment Day. Talking trash about the Prem. Think you're the king, but you're just another pawn. Get off the swing, atmospheric Goodison. Call that bad, try walking in the cop. You still look sad, got a grudge with Klopp. We all see the hate. You're bitter cause he's winning while you instigate. Your whistle's gone silent, your call's all wrong. Fans chant your name, but it's not for a song. Coots on the mic, but he ain't got game. Bringing shame to the badge, dragging the name. Prams in your hands, but you're fumbling the play. Get your whistle checked, Coot, it's Judgment Day. David Coop better step to the side. The Prams got standards you can't abide. Bad refs get exposed, it's not a surprise. Coop, you're the clown and the fans realize. Yeah. David Coop.
Justin Dunn. Nice track, right?
Yeah,
this is composed. This is composed and produced by Mr. Diamond, aka Evertonian. Yeah,
big up to you, Diamond. I really did that, bro.
Who did that MC?
Yeah, Evertonian, man. The Diamond produced that song. He produced that song.
Diamond, did you do that?
Yeah.
Hey, can you MC?
Yeah.
Hey, you have to send me that. Hey, Diamond, I am serious.
You gotta pay money. You gotta pay money. Yeah, you gotta pay money.
Hey, pay money. I don't pay money to MC. I'll MC that.
You gotta pay money.
No, I'll be like MC, man. Hey, no, send me that song, man. You don't send no.
You gotta pay $10. You gotta pay 10.
Play that again.
I have to say one thing. As a DJ, yeah, I do appreciate that, man. That is really, really good stuff, Diamond.
Good. Yeah, Diamond. Well done. That was brilliant, bro. Yeah, play it one more time. Play it one more time, Lee.
No. JC's itching. He wants to get his points out there. Right, JC, right?
No, I put it straight away. I mean, like, what I was trying to say at that time.
You want me to go one more time for the music?
Yeah, play one more time. Let's go for it.
All right.
Let's go for music.
All right. The voice of the people, the voice of Nizael. Let's go.
Yeah. Yo, David Coop, what's the deal? What's your goal? Snorting lines out of bounds, man, you out of control. Messages to minors, bruh, that ain't right. You're the type of ref ruining the beautiful fight. Pickford with DVD tore up his knee, and you let it slide blind as a ref could be. Goodison's quiet, nah, that's delusion. You're the real reason for all the confusion. Coot's on the mic, but he ain't got game. Bringing shame to the badge, dragging the name. Prams in your hands, but you fumble in the play. Get your whistle checked, Coot, it's Judgment Day. Talking trash about the Prem. Think you're the king, but you're just another pawn. Get off the swing, atmospheric Goodison. Call that bad, try walking in the cop. You'd still look sad, got a grudge with Klopp. We We all see the hate. You're bitter cause he's winning while you instigate. Your whistle's gone silent, your call's all wrong. Fans chant your name, but it's not for a song. Coots on the mic, but he ain't got game. Bringing shame to the badge, dragging the name. Prams in your hands, but you're fumbling the play. Get your whistle checked, Coot, it's Judgment Day. David Coop better step to the side. Prams got standards you can't abide. Bad refs get exposed, it's not a surprise. Coop, you're the clown and the fans realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Oh, that is Diamond. Yeah, boy, that is good. That is a tune, bro. That's a tune.
Yeah.
Thanks, Diamond, for that music.
Diamond, how old
Tune and a half, bro.
How old you, Diamond?
Oh no, we're not display. We're not disclosing age over here.
Don't do that.
No.
Can't do that.
No, because if he's like 18, 19, he's got a long way. That's good.
No, we're not
Nah,
disclosing
bro, you can't do that.
yet.
You can't be doing that.
So we can, thank you.
Let's
Thank
not
you.
do that. Let's not
Okay,
do that.
now I make my point. Huh? So
Yeah,
what I
okay.
was, can I? Yeah.
Hold on in a second. And Steven, hold on a second. Steven, were you able to get your point across?
My thing was just because of everyone was saying about the older and younger players, so I was just reeling through who they were and what ages they were,
Yeah.
Another thing I did is that season, Chelsea ended up finishing second in the Prem, got to the semi-finals of the Champions League, quarter-finals of the League Cup, now known as Carabao, and fifth round of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right,
So-
JC, also you two come in, start from beginning and drop it, because I'm going to clip it.
I'll be
and get
back in a few
cut
minutes,
of what we
Yeah.
say here.
So what I was saying is, when under Ranieri, Abramovich made most of his big investments, a lot of them were youth, young players, and that developed into the core of the team. Yes, there were a couple of, as we have realized now, it was not only Makalele but Duff as well. There were other senior players, but they were not a success at the club. The real success were the young players, the core, and then over the years he was just adding a few. And then when he was adding, he brought in experience like one or two, like Balak, like Deco, and things like players like that. But the first year, his core investments and the successful core investments were predominantly youth. So it's not much different from what these guys are trying to do. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm saying it's not much different.
Can I just address something on
Thank
there?
you very
The difference,
much, JC.
big up
Go
to what
ahead.
you just said there, JC. What I'll say is though, in terms of the players that we're buying now as youth, as you just said, and the players that we got before, Damien Duff, every club in the Premiership, including Manchester United, Liverpool, all chased this guy's signature. He was playing already for Blackburn, who already won a who had already won a Premiership, by the way, while he was there. Okay, so he was already experienced to come in. Joe Cole had been playing for West Ham for many, many, many years. One of West Ham's best ever players, and he came to Chelsea. Glenn Johnson, I think Glenn Johnson was missed on that list as well. He was bought from West Ham as well. One of the best young right backs up and coming. Again, a lot of clubs were chasing him, but all these players that we more or less went and got were more or less from the Premiership, or they're from like divisions. Well, West Ham I think were a Prem club at that time, but more or less coming from those kind of clubs. But if you look at how we're doing things ourselves here, all the players that our guys are really going and buying are all from abroad. So you don't expect them to adapt. So at least with these other players that we bought under the Roman era, as you pointed out, could adapt more quicker to the Premiership. And the only reason why we were not successful in that season in 2003 was because obviously it was a new team. Roman Abramovich had just only bought the football club. Yes, we done well because obviously we got into I do believe we got into the semi-finals of the Champions League, and it was that time when Monaco put us out, when Wayne Bridge scored that goal at Stamford Bridge, and then I think Monaco put us out of it after that. But I think we had finished third or fourth that season. That's when Jose Mourinho had come in the following season.
Penny. We lost on a penny.
Yeah,
penny.
And then Jose Mourinho then came in the following season, and then you saw the likes of Paulo Ferreira, Ricardo Carvalho coming in. All them kind of players all coming in. The experience then started coming in. You also had William Gallas there as well, who was at the club as well at that time. who was also one of the experienced players around. So what I'm basically just trying to point out to you, what you said is all 100% right, but all the players that we were actually buying during that time period were not all over the world. They were bought within whatever, you know, they were bought from the Prem, because obviously they were the
Prem and
Championship,
yeah.
Yeah, and they were doing very well. Damien Duff was a Premiership winner with
It was a Premiership, yeah, because of Black.
I'm gonna be take the content out of what we're saying. So when you interrupt it, it makes it very difficult for me to work.
But what JC said is 100% spot on. You know, he's right. We did start off with youth, but the players that we bought, what we're buying now, to what we bought in the Roman Abramovich in his first year was all players that were from, like, I call it from these shores, from these sides of the world. Not everyone came in. Yeah, they went and bought the odd player from abroad, like your Adrian Mutu, for example. Mutu was bought in, striker. I think we bought him from Palmeiras. I think we bought him from Parma, if I'm not mistaken. Big money he came for. Okay. Who was the other one?
Parma or Palmeiras, DJ? Parma or Palmeiras?
Is it Palma? I think it was Parma we got him from. I can't remember. It's Italian team.
Palmeiras, Brazil. Parma is
Parma, bro. Parma,
Italy, right?
Parma.
Italy, right?
Parma. Yeah, in Italy. Parma. I think we bought him from Parma, I think. And
he was a crackhead.
Well, he was good in the beginning. I remember he played up front with Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was still at that club when we was still there, I think, at the time.
He was, yeah. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was there, yep.
But then he went. I think when Jose came in for whatever reason, I think Hasselbank had left. I don't think Hasselbank had a season under Jose Mourinho. I think he had his last season with Claudio Ranieri, and then he went off after
Yeah, but
that.
DJ. Yeah, but like.
Yeah.
I mean, they were up and coming. They are still young. Jokol was 21. And we did mention Hasselbank. Hasselbank was already there at the club. In fact, Ranieri told him, like, you are not in my plans. But, like, he had to swallow his words and he had to start him because he was scoring goals. So,
yeah, because they had the experience.
Hold on. JC, we can't hear you. There's some loud noise, like,
I'm outside. I just went for a walk. Now it will be better. So, like, air might be like there should be air sound or something. Okay. Now it should be better.
But JC, the whole point was what we're saying this year.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
Back in them days, right, where we had 21s and all that, they had experience around them to make a. But then, thing you're talking about, Damien Duff. Damien Duff was a Premier League winner with Alan Shearer, the likes of McAllister. I think he was the mate.
Chris Sutton. Chris Sutton,
Duff and Makelele.
Right, yeah,
Duff and Makelele.
But what I'm trying to say to you, Jake, when Damien Duff was at Blackburn Rovers, they had a very good team experience around Damien Duff. When we bought him to Chelsea, he had experience. We're talking now, these kids now, they haven't got the experience around like captaincy into a system where these owners are buying young kids from a different abroad. But when Chelsea back in the day, we used to look at players in the Premier League.
Hear me out.
Experience in the Premier League. We don't do that now.
Now, it's not as that black and white as you're saying. Even now, we have World Cup winners brought in. We have Caicedo, who is quality, who had a good season. It's not that like we are bringing totally novices as well. And there is a legacy experience. There was Silva still there. There is Reece James. Okay, he's been injured, but has the experience, has the Champions League. There was Chilwell. Yeah, but like the mix is still there. Is there?
Well, right. So then, JC, how many experienced players are at Chelsea now?
We are in the third year. So if I'll start from the first year. First year they didn't make wholesale changes to the team, and they brought. Hang on. No, let me.
This season. Listen, how many experience have we got in Chelsea?
Why you're not letting me bring my argument? Are you scared to listen?
No, I'm scared. No, I'm not. I'm
listening. So listen.
No, but
listen.
I'm asking you a question, JC. How many?
So I'm telling you those players, and I'm telling you the context, and I'm telling you the players. You're not listening because you're scared to listen.
No, I'm not Back to the Future.
Then listen. I'm naming you the players.
How many experience have we got?
I'm naming them. Listen. Don't disturb now. Listen, Dan. We had this Italian guy, the best defender considered in Europe. He was brought in. experienced.
Who was that?
We had.
Koulibaly.
I don't remember the
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly.
Yeah, but we're talking about back in the future. I'm not about now.
Why not?
I'm not
He
talking
was
about-
experienced. It didn't work out, but it was experience. They brought in the experience.
Yeah, but we're all about new players.
They brought in the experience.
Yeah, but
A winner.
Oh God! Did that Nuno Madueke play at the time for Koulibaly?
So the question is,
No, but JC, you know,
no. Now you're not letting me make my point because you are scared to listen.
We're not going to
Well,
get
so
anywhere.
yeah, but Nuno Madueke at the start.
You're scared to listen.
Nuno Madueke weren't out. We were playing with Koulibaly at the time.
Aubameyang. Oh, you want me to name more? And we had existing quality as well.
You're talking about recent past. We're not talking about the future. We're talking about the past now.
But what did we win
The mix, the ratio and proportion of the mix was the same, more or less. It didn't work out the same way because life never works out the same way.
Okay, so JC, how long has Nicholas Jackson been with us?
3 seasons.
Yeah, but like you are taking one episode, like I can also take.
So no, I'm gonna.
You are taking things out of context.
JC, I just listened to your point.
What was the core discussion? What was the core discussion?
No, we're gonna close the question.
What was the core topic of the discussion?
I asked you a simple question.
Topic of the core discussion was the previous owner and the new owner.
You're talking about
you can't.
How many players have we got in experience?
You can't hear the truth.
I'm talking about now. Now. How many experience have we got in now? No, I don't want to hear about the battle of the future. That's the past. Past is the past.
Right,
you can ask.
Let me jump in. Sorry, I muted the two of you real quick. All right, if you're asking how many experience do we have in now, Tossi has an experience. He played with Manchester City. He's played with Fulham. He's now with Chelsea. One of them, 26 years old. He has maturity. He has an experience. Wesley Fofana has an experience. He's got 2 seasons. I think 2 seasons with Leicester City and has almost 2 seasons right now with Chelsea. Whether he's played or not, he has experience with Chelsea. So that's 2 players gone already. Reece James has a vast lot of experience in the Premier League on English soil. So with Tossi himself and so with Wesley Fofana. So 3 players with experience. Nicholas Jackson so far 3 seasons in. He's got lots of experience. Last season and this season alone.
Experience.
He's always progressing with number of goals. Assist alone will tell you. Although he has a stinker, he hasn't got that consistency which we are looking for. He has a lot of experience there. So 3 players there.
Okay, right, then. Okay, yeah, okay, wait. So, you took no. I just about I know you're right. So you saying these experience, Wesley Fofana, Tosin, Reece James, right? Yeah, goalkeeper. What we've got, yeah, right. You're talking about Sanchez, yeah. You're talking about are these more capable to be a captain material to fight for the team when they're losing? No, they're not. So we have not have no experience. We have
Enzo Fernandez.
No,
Chilwell, Cucurella.
What was Enzo Fernandez? He's nothing.
Cucurella.
If it was not for Messi,
he won the World Cup.
Was it the team
the best youth player of the World Cup?
No,
the best youth player of the World Cup.
Give over back. Enzo Velasquez not material. He's not a captain.
Who's the best player of the World Cup?
Caicedo.
He's the captain.
Half of the Premier League was after him.
It's Enzo Fernandez. It's Enzo Fernandez.
Dan.
Cucurella.
Dan, hold on. Dan, when you yell, Dan, when you yell,
Chilwell.
Understand what you're saying. Although you may be making valuable points, but when you're yelling, we can't understand you. Relax.
Wait. So I'm trying to talk over you. I'm trying to spell. Okay, right. So I'm just saying to JC. Hey, right, so JC, yeah, Jackson.
We just mentioned you right now. You asked right now. We mentioned you right now.
But I asked you a simple question. Are there captain material? And you can't answer the question.
That's not
captain material.
Question.
Okay. Now let me answer that, me also.
Wait, hang on a minute.
Okay, let me answer that.
Captain material. Is he a proper captain material?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. He was the guy who put down with finger Sterling. No, Palmer is taking the penalty. Who was he who did that?
Was it
Who had the ball?
It was Colwill.
Yeah, it was Enzo Fernandez who said, give the ball to Palmer.
It was Enzo. Enzo was involved in that.
No, it was Colwell who put that first, and Enzo came in. Also came in.
Who showed the finger to Sterling to sit where he needs to sit?
Can I just ask a question here to you guys here? Because this topic of discussion here, when we talk about experienced players here, guys, what we doing here? Because when I talk about experienced players, I'm talking about players that are 25 plus over. That's what I'm calling experienced players. Yeah, I don't know how you guys are looking at experienced players. Is an experienced player 20 years old? Because I don't believe an experienced player is 20 years old.
DJ, that's what I'm also trying to say. I'm trying to say the same thing.
Hold on.
Can I just finish my point quickly?
Hold on.
Dan's question is to you guys is
DJ. That's exactly what I'm saying, DJ. Like about 25 under Abramovich purchases the first year, who was success and good, with the experience of being more than 25 years old.
No,
Damien Duff, Makalele.
Let DJ finish.
Damien Duff, Makalele.
DJ's done.
That's it.
Question, right, DJ?
That's it.
No. Let's ask DJ.
Carlo Cudicini was there.
Carlo Cudicini was there.
One of the older ones.
Yeah.
He was one of the older players there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the purchases, the investments. That's what that is what was the discussion, no?
Well,
the first year investment.
Enzo.
That's not bringing my point. This is what I'm trying to say to you guys. All I'm basically trying to say here, right here, is when I talk about an experienced team, I believe, it's great having youth players. I don't debate that at all. You can have Enzo Fernandez, you can have all these players as you want, but all me and Dan are stating is, what experienced players have we got in this team currently? Whatever experienced players we had, we gutted them out of this team. Okay, regardless of how good or crap they were, Koulibaly was still an experienced player. Okay, he might have not been the greatest defenders in the world, but he was the greatest defender, one of the best for his country. Done very well for
proper captain.
And the captain.
And DJ, you will agree? Will you agree? First year investments of this new ownership had a mix of experience as well as youth.
And that's why they're clowns, because they don't know nothing about football.
But what do they go and do, though, bro? What my point is, they went and gutted out.
It didn't work out. Life doesn't work out the same way. But they did the things. But they did the things.
And that's what you're talking about, tossing Adebayor here, right? Yeah, he's been linked with Brighton today. We might be flogging him off today.
Yeah, it might be flogging him off to Brighton.
So at the end of the day, regardless of it might be a crap story, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. You can be experienced, but if it is not working out, change the thing.
Yeah, but Jason,
what are you going to go and do there? What are you going to bring in there? Because you got young Levi Colwill.
We got Chalobah back for the start, and we are looking at Guehi.
Yeah, but he's not going to come. This window,
hang on a minute.
So for start, we have Chalobah.
So you got Chalobah back. That ain't going to be staying here till next season, and he's getting flogged off. So who?
Maybe we will get some other one. So he will be replaced by somebody.
So you're saying 19, 18, yeah? Like 18, 19 years old is going to be a captain material to make and win us the Premier League, the Champions League.
But the Argentinian centre back, bro, he's going to come in, man. And poor guy, he needs experience around him, man.
Let's
like Chelsea fan base. Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go on. Sorry, Lee, go on.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we've discussed this experience, maturity, and all that. It depends on how DJ, how JC, and how maybe Dan, how you look at it. Steven and I have had this discussion on this platform on countless time on how everyone sees experience. There are so many people. There are players that can be 26 years old, but then he might not have that experience as maybe a 20 years old. And it depends on what kind of experience you're looking at. Enzo Fernandez
Yeah.
might be young, but then he has multiple experience in terms of cup competitions, playing in the World Cup, playing in
Or
Champions League.
Mudrik.
He's number of games, number of minutes that he's played compared to someone that is 26 years old who is playing for maybe a Manchester United, but he hasn't had that number of minutes that Enzo Fernandez have had. So when you come in and you're having a comparison, as young as Enzo might be, he's got more experience in the world stage than someone who is maybe 26 years old, 27 years old.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? I'm using Enzo Fernandez.
Can I ask you a quick question?
I'm not done yet. I'm using Enzo
okay.
Fernandez's name. I'm using Enzo Fernandez's name because of the conversation. I'm talking about what you see as experience, how you define your play, how you define experience. That's what we're looking at this moment. Remember Abramovich days and now.
Okay, right, Nick. So can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question then? Yeah. So say a 20-year-old player hasn't done nothing for the last club, yeah, hasn't won nothing, and you got another 25-year-old, like say a 22, 23, yeah, who's won every single trophy for their club. You go buy her in. Who's got more experience? The 20-year-old winning nothing, or the 23-year-old who's just won all the cups for their club? Who's got the more experience then?
You said 23 years
let
old.
me.
Me,
let me throw.
I'm asking you question. So
No,
yeah,
let
so,
me.
But
me,
no, wait,
me.
JC, wait, hang on. Let me land.
You
right,
asked.
So, no, but
So
you're
you
talking about
asked
Enzo
and I'm
Fernandez.
answering.
Wait, JC, wait 1 minute. Yeah, let me land. Let me come in. You know, I let you had your point. Let me now have my point.
Make a question, then expect an answer.
Yeah,
Also,
I will make you a question afterwards. Right. So the thing, yeah. So the situation is right. JC's talking about Enzo Fernandez won the World Cup. No one doesn't really care about the World Cup, right? That ain't his spirit. That ain't just him just gone in there and won the World Cup. That's Lionel Messi, where he's got experienced top players like Alvarez, Lionel Messi, Di Maria's, yeah, all the world like the proper pomps of who's got experience. Otamendi, who used to play for Man City, who used to win a Premier League
that's
with
a
Man City.
statement. Now, where's the question?
No, JC. No, I'm not asking the question yet. Right, I'll ask you.
Ask the question.
Right. So I will. So you're talking about.
You are asking a question and then you are.
Listen. JC,
you are giving an answer.
I'm not answering the question yet. I'm just coming.
You are also giving an answer.
Oh my
you are
God!
also giving an answer.
I will ask you a question when I've finished what I'm saying about my sentence. What I'm trying to say. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
When you got top knowledge, experienced players, yeah, that could put into a team to win trophies and being successful, yeah.
That's an answer. Your answer.
No. You're talking about JC. You're saying about Enzo Fernandez. He's got experience because he's won the World Cup. That was not just him. What else has he won since after he's won the World Cup? He's never won a trophy in a Premier League or nothing like that. So how could you call him? How could you call him as captain? No, hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. So how could you call him a captain?
We need to go, Dan. I mean, come on. You give a question and then you give 10 minutes answer yourself, which is flawed answer.
I'm asking you, how do you think that Enzo is a captain? I want to know why you think Enzo could be a captain material. That's what I want to know. Because if you say so, I'm gonna. There's no more talking about football because there's no. If there was,
okay,
Enzo was a,
so the,
I want to know why. I want to know why you think he's a captain material.
So okay, in the long conversation you did just now, I saw two questions. First is, how can you say that there is experience for Enzo by just winning World Cup? And then second question is why do I think Enzo has the qualities of leadership? Correct? These are the two questions. Correct? Now let me answer.
I'll let you answer them.
Yeah, now I'm answering the first question. Experience. Everybody has a different definition of experience. All football players start playing at the age of 8. And they have been competing all their lives. The fact that they have played only World Cup and its lack of experience, the argument is flawed. Every player has experience. The real experience you can say, which I assume you mean, is experience of playing in the highest level in competition. And playing in the World Cup at the highest level and winning it and winning the best young player of the tournament is experience. Now, the second thing is the leadership. Leadership qualities are also subjective thing. There are different kind of leaders. There are leaders who like to stay behind but push everybody up, support everybody from staying behind. There are leaders who will be leading from the front, showing their direction and saying, everybody follow me. There will be leaders who will be in the process, but if somebody is lagging behind, they will point him out. You need to pull up. You need to pull up. There are different kind of leaders. And just shouting, maybe that's also another kind of leadership, like being authoritative verbally. There are introvert leaders. There are extrovert leaders. So leadership is different, not just one kind of thing. Like shouting in the changing room is one way of leadership, but it's not the only way of leadership. Making mistakes, sometimes yes, everybody, even the leaders make mistakes, just like Enzo made. But then addressing the issue, apologizing to everybody, taking it on chin, and accepting it is another form of leadership. He has leadership
So
material.
some guy just came out the proof on Nice chat. Yeah, he ain't experienced. He's not experienced enough.
No. Dan. You don't get
Then
it.
you gave two questions.
AC, are you
I'm
out
on the
breath?
process of answering second question, which is leadership. Finally,
But he wasn't a leadership. He
is
wasn't leadership for Argentina, though, wasn't he?
leadership is
Was he a leadership for
overemphasized.
Argentina, though?
No,
Was he?
Don't interrupt, please, Dan.
No, it was he.
Why are
he
you
a captain for
interrupting? Let me answer your question now. Let
What?
me answer your question now. Leadership is over exaggerated. When you have a football game at like 100 miles an hour, everybody running, the leaders don't have time to regulate 11 players. That's when the game is on. The real leader is the manager. You
That's a
got my
good
answer.
question. That's a good question at the bottom, though. That's a very good question
What is
asked
that
at the moment.
noise?
That's my son Connor. That's my son Connor. Yeah, and my son just came out point of view to JC. Yeah, he's not a leader. Enzo's not a leader.
Thank you very much. What's his name? Is he Hemax? Is he Hemax by the name Hemax?
That's my son Connor. That's my son Connor Lee. That's my son Connor.
Oh, okay. Thank you very
My
much.
boy Connor. My boy Connor just asking a question like about Sergio Ramos.
Okay. Yeah. Like I say, it's not everyone that have that kind of, and sometimes it's not all the time that those kind of leaders work. Maybe those kind of leaders work 20 years ago, but these modern days players have so many egos. If you have many egos on the pitch with players yelling at each other, it can create so many problems in the dressing room. Not everyone likes to be yelled at. Back in the days, it's different. But now things are different. We know, you guys, you and I know, DJ know that Peter Cech have captained a Chelsea team many times. He was not yelling at the players all the time, but then we went on to win games. It's not all the time that an outfield player has to be a captain to win games. We remember we saw Captain Chilavert. Chilavert was a goalkeeper. He captained Chile all the time. Or is it Venezuela? I think Chile, right? Chile. To World Cup.
Yeah, Chile.
He was
Who are
a
you talking about,
goalkeeper.
bro? Chile. Who?
Yeah.
Oh, Cellini.
Yeah, no, Chilavert.
Chilibert for Chile. For Chile.
You get what I'm saying? He was a captain
Nee,
all the time.
one interesting point. One interesting point, Nee. If you have a leader in the team and the opposition team, the opposition team player hits him or makes a bad tackle on him. If you touch the leader, all the 11 remaining 10 players will jump on you. Right. Now, people say Kante was not a leader, but he had an authority, a passive authority. You try and touch Kante, I tell you, 10 players will jump on you.
I don't get how who said that Kante weren't a leader? Because if anyone says Kante weren't a leader,
because he wasn't vocal. That because he's not vocal. People talk about being vocal. That's what people. That's why your
Yeah,
son
but
said.
like,
Why
yeah.
don't you try?
You know, people say when Kante speaks, you listen. When Kante, he doesn't speak a lot, but when he speaks, people listen.
That's what.
Yeah, but no one don't. But no one don't listen to Enzo.
I don't think that you said back in the day those days are gone now where you have to shout. I don't think those days have gone. I don't think they have gone. I mean, you look at Ruben Diaz at Manchester City. The guy don't shut up 5 minutes when he's on that pitch doing
100%.
Yeah. Okay. The guy gives it to them until they get it. Sergio Aguero, when he was doing bits before he retired from football, right? When he had
Kyle
that,
Walker.
Kyle Walker, another one. I mean, we still have them out there. When you say there's none of that,
there is DJ. There is definitely there. Yeah,
and
there is this style also. There are different styles, and no one style stays or is the only one way. There are many different types.
That's what I'm saying. That's why Enzo Fernandez is not a captain material.
Enzo Fernandez has shown leadership qualities.
He hasn't.
DJ,
he's not John Terry.
What about the style of Steven Gerrard? He wasn't yelling. He never yelled.
Steven Gerrard never used to yell.
He always yelled.
He yelled.
What are you watching? He used to yell all the time. He yelled all the time. Until again, no one needs Wikipedia again. Needs Wikipedia.
Carragher, another one. I can't stand the guy. He used to yell like nobody's business. Jamie Carragher, another one.
But the real leader, as I said, the real leader in a team nowadays is the manager.
And I'll tell you another one. A former Everton captain, Peter Reid. I'm sure that Diamond would know of him, or you may have heard of him. He used to yell non-stop. Peter Reid. What a player!
And Nicky Butt. And who's that other guy?
All these leaders you're mentioning, they're all back in the days, 10 years ago.
Yeah, but it's still the same. It's still the same.
That's like
Jack Stam from Man United said about he.
Okay, let me say one thing. By shouting, you can impose yourself on others. But God forbid you are wrong, you are going to drain everybody else as well. Shouting is not the only and always the best way of leadership.
Right. You say that, Jay-Z, but then if you actually hear every pundit up and down the country, whether it's on radio stations, whether it's on TV, or whatever, everyone says that the one thing certain clubs lack is someone who's going to shout at your plays, give that.
Facts, DJ.
A lot of these places still saying that on TV.
So let me tell you, all these pundits who are saying that, they come from a school where everybody was shouting. Footballers were not very educated.
No,
they didn't have to learn finance.
No,
they didn't. And nowadays.
I'll give
you another example. Chelsea Dan is shouting. Chelsea Dan is shouting and trying to be a leader here to prove his point. But he's not right. He's not right.
Yeah, but I'm
and it doesn't work. Shouting doesn't work, Dan.
But
shouting doesn't work.
But I'm saying, come on, man, you're waffling. You're waffling through it. But you're waffling through it about school. You're talking about school. You're talking about school times.
Dan, hold on. DJ and JC. There's two characters here. There's two characters here right now. Look at DJ and look at Dan. You could tell more relaxed, more laid back in the family is DJ. He's more relaxed. Dan is always yelling. Yes, Dan
is a leader.
Always yelling. He's not a leader in the house. I'm telling you. His wife is always
on this panel. DJ is a better leader.
I can't help it because I can't help it because I got my kids shouting in the background and I'm trying to talk while he's shouting.
DJ is our leader.
JC,
silent leadership.
JC.
Silent leadership of DJ works.
When you got kids.
Silent leadership from DJ works. Fantastic.
Wait, JC, when you have kids,
guys, I can't hear you all at once.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I can tell you an example. When Dan start talking and start yelling, no one wants to listen. But as soon as DJ comes and said, "Guys, can you hear me? Let me say this," then everyone is quiet because DJ is more.
But Nate, I've got kids.
Respect. That's respect.
That should tell you that.
I can't help if I've got kids in the background shouting.
Noise. If you're making too much noise and you're trying to carry your message across, people don't listen. And that's the modern days. We're in a different world. We're in a different world. Let me hear what Stephen and I haven't heard Stephen and Diamond's opinion on this thing very well. They've been quiet. They're listening. Diamond, let me hear your opinion on this captainship and leadership thing here going on here. Let me hear your point of view on it, Diamond.
I don't really know what you're talking about because of all the arguing. So
the captains are leaders, bro.
On it.
The captains are leaders. They're about captain being a leader. Do you think Enzo Fernandez leads?
No, we're not mentioning names.
Captain,
right? Oh Lord! Look, what we're trying to. The topic is all about the current, this modern day captain and back in the days captain. Yeah. What do you expect your captain to be like? The characteristic of a captain, a football captain. What do you expect a captain to be like? More vocal or more laid back? What kind of captain are you expecting your captain to be like?
I would expect a captain that brings the team together, holds it together, and makes sure the team can win and get through the games.
Do you really? Does it really matter how he carried the message across? Whether he's yelling, whether he's being extrovert, whether he's being loud, whether he's being quiet. He does it in the behind the scenes, or he does it on the pitch. Do you really care? Does it matter to you? And if you're a footballer, with ego, would you like a captain yelling at you? Or would you like the captain to carry the message in the dressing room? How do we want it?
Well, if the captain's next to you, then he doesn't have to shout. But if he's a centre back and you're across the pitch, he's probably gonna have to shout anyway. But probably want a captain that isn't as loud as some captains are.
Need like a John Terry vibes and Rio Ferdinand.
Thank you.
Nicky
Thank you
very
much,
Joey Barton. Joey Barton and all that lot.
Let's go to Stephen. Let's see what Stephen has to say. Steve-O.
Yo.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes without saying, right? There's different types of leaders, and I think that's been mentioned already. You're going to have people who aren't as extroverted as others, but they can lead by example. I mean, I feel like Reece is kind of a blend of both. Sometimes when he's fit, it's obviously performance-based more, but I feel like he can have like the actual voice, like shout if he needs to. Like, not shout in terms of I'm shouting so you hear me just to shout over you, but in like an authoritative type way where it's more of a I'm talking, cut your you know what, like basically your crap. Yeah. Because at this point, I'm the leader, you need to listen to what I'm saying type thing, right? I feel like he has a blend of both, right? Then you have others who are one way or the other. You have some who are like your Ramoses and like that sort of profile leader. And then you'll have some who are on the quieter side as well. So I think for me, yeah, and we know on the Chelsea side of things that Maresca has like a leadership group. I'd imagine there's a blend of different profile leader there. Maybe you've got some that are more vocal than others. Just because I don't think the easiest way I can put it is I don't think there's a black and white way to explain what a leader is, because people can be different style of leaders. They can be a leader in their own way. And as I keep mentioning, and it's been mentioned here, some quiet and you will perform. And therefore, when you perform, others will follow you to get the desired result. Then you've got some who feel like they need to be a bit more vocal to sort of rally people around them and then follow in that sense, right? I don't think it hurts to have a mix of all of them. I mean, if you can jump between them, I mean, you hear some managers say it, right? It's about knowing who's around you. So some people might need a bit of an arm around them, for example, and some might need a bit of a shouting at them, right? I think that's the other aspect, is that you kind of need to know who's around you to know what type of leader you need to be with different people in different circumstances.
So
That's the way
Steve, do you think Chelsea, for a minute, do we have a leader that completes our football team to win? Because the last couple of games we've lost games, yeah, and there's not one leader who's gone and had a shout out on the players what they've done wrong.
That has got nothing to do with the leader. It is in-game management.
It's not in-game management. It's just because we ain't got a leader, we ain't got a captain on the pitch. If you have a captain, a captain is the player. A captain needs to control the players on the pitch when they're making mistakes. It can't just be all on the manager. It can't always be just. It can't just be all the manager. It can't just be all the manager. You had to like John Terry.
I've got to hop in for a sec here, right? So I'm not sure what they showed on the TV cameras. Obviously, I was at the game, so I don't know what got shown on TV. But when we conceded that second goal, yeah, there was 2-3 players, Sanchez included, I will say that were trying to rally everyone like, come on, lads, keep your head up. We can still like get the result, right? There was a lot of that. There was a lot of shouting, trying to get each other going and like not let your head drop, right? That to me is leadership. You're trying to bring everyone together as a collective. In that moment, you needed people who were going to stand up, take accountability, and take control of the situation, right?
Yeah,
we had 2-3 players trying to do that.
You have to remember, as soon as your team concedes a goal, the camera goes on the team that scores a goal. So it wouldn't focus on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, no, but sometimes they do. Sometimes they do also focus on the players once everyone starts walking back to the halfway line. But there was genuinely 2-3 players doing that. And then you see when Reece scores a free kick, he's trying to get everyone run back to the halfway line. Let's go again. Let's try and win this game. Similar to what we did when Palmer got the equaliser against Man United at home back in the last season. We got the goal, pick up the ball. We're going to halfway line. We're going for the win, right?
Or even the Chelsea and Dortmund here in Stamford Bridge at home. I remember that game very, very well. Chelsea and Dortmund. So it is there. It is there. But sometimes the manager also has to get involved and manage the game where, like, this is where we are. I don't have to throw so many players in and go for goal. I have to protect what we've already got right now. You need that to get in there. It's not all about the players alone. You need a manager. That's what is happening to Postecoglou. He's not managing games very well. They can score 5 goals. Ange Postecoglou. They can score 5 goals. He doesn't manage. I call him Ange Postecoglou.
What do you call him, Steve?
What do you call him, Steve?
No clue.
Yeah,
no clue.
Yeah, I call him Postecoglou.
Yeah, but
he has no clue on how to manage games. Dan, let me look at the comments real quick. They are very, very intriguing, interesting comments there over here.
Yeah, my boy's got a good one. My son's got some good things there.
He's got some nice ones over here. I'll go through them. He says, if we need a leader, striker get what? Schick, is it Patrick Schick? Leader, goal scorer, has a rocket on him. He's a good striker, but the dude can't jump. Look, sometimes you have to be very careful getting players from the Bundesliga. But yeah, if it's a loan to the rest of the season, I'll take him and let's assess him very well, because I don't want to throw so much money on Bundesliga strikers. We've done it many times and it doesn't go, our way. Big up to our brother Rich Moneymaker, representing live on YouTube. He says that yes, Enzo will be 24 years old tomorrow, and he has a 180 game senior experience. Moses, is this Cucurella?
Happy early birthday,
Mark Cucurella. Yeah, happy birthday to Enzo Fernandez. Mark Cucurella has over 293 senior games experience. It's not easy. This guy's got a lot of experience. 293 senior game experience. Moses Caicedo has 169 senior experience, plus Pedro Neto 160 senior experience. So these are players with lots of game time. Also, your son said that he is not experienced. I think he's talking about maybe Enzo Fernandez. He's not experienced. We have to remember that Enzo Fernandez is not the main club captain. He is a vice captain. So when people are going on Enzo Fernandez, you have to remember he is an assistant captain. He's not the main captain. Reece is the main captain. Enzo is the vice captain. He is not experienced trophy or leadership wise. He has played games, but how many big games has he had as a leader or played in any way? So none. He is not experienced in the way of a general experience, according to your I think Dan San.
My son.
Okay.
My son.
Omar Mamouche, you're telling
Very
me
good
Chelsea
point, Kimzo.
Can't get him. Omar
Valid
Mamouche,
point.
I don't know with the situation, maybe that the price tag, or I don't know what position does he play. How many players do we have in that position?
He's a forward.
Is he a striker?
He's a forward.
He's a striker. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is he
He's
the profile?
the second top scorer in the Bundesliga, and he's now going to Man City.
Yeah, I think City have already snatched.
Look, what I'm going to say, is good luck, lad. You're sitting behind Haaland. That's what I'm going to say.
You know what though? I've got a feeling Haaland. I've got a feeling Haaland could be gone, but maybe in the end of the season. You know, there's a lot of talk coming of it.
To Barcelona, looks like it.
I don't. But they can't afford him.
Can't afford him. That's not.
Well, he's not going anywhere. Where is he gonna go?
He could,
PSG. He's not going to
know.
PSG.
It depends. It also depends on this whole thing with. It also depends on this whole thing with Peppers. I know he signed his new contract, but I heard today in the news, some news broke that apparently, I don't know what it was, but apparently he's done a, what do you call it? He's done a split as well from his partner. His wife.
She moved back. I think I saw something saying she moved back to Spain like 3 years ago or something.
And I don't know how that's going to affect him mentally, because if he ends up thinking, if he's got anything, he might say, he might end up not even staying at Man City next season, Pep Guardiola, even though he signed a new contract. But
He has. I think that's divorced his wife for 10 years.
Yeah.
They've been together for 10 years. Yeah, it is true. It's
Longer, wasn't it? Wasn't it longer than that?
10 or 20 years, something like that. 20 years or 10 years.
Yeah, it was quite a long time. They got a fashion brand or something, and apparently she didn't feel like he was really investing time into it or something, apparently. And that's part of the reasoning. But look, it is what it is, man. Like, it happens. I'm sure, like, he'll move past it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Rich Moneymaker believes he says that Trevoh Chalobah will lead our team with 214 senior experience. Reece James experience help us beat Newcastle. Daniel San said he's smart enough to not join us once we get it together. Start playing like a top team. Then he decided he's moved to us if he wants to win. If he wants to, we ain't that caliber of a team yet. We're far from currently. All right, we have leaders. We have no leaders according to Kim So. We have no Kim So. We have leaders. We have leaders. We don't have.
No, we don't have leaders. We don't have leaders.
Oh, I'm not getting back into this conversation.
No.
I'm going to leave this conversation.
Tight. Most player I could consider a leader as Reece James. You're talking about Reece James is not a leader. Reece James is not a leader. It means we don't have a leader. Reece James is not a leader either.
Yeah, my boy. Yeah, it's, I agree with you can say about Reece James. Yeah, he's done it. But he ain't a leader because he's always hardly injured. He's not a captain.
Because he's not shouting.
To be a leader,
because
right?
he's not shouting.
See, Steven and I have had this conversation before. I was on the other side. You don't have to be on the pitch to be a leader, to control affairs. You can be on. That's why he was even added to the squad.
And he can be around the training ground, so he can still be a leader.
One of the important parts of the job of the captain, team captain.
Just
Steven,
quick, one important is that don't forget Maresca also wants
anyone for the home games that hasn't been selected in the squad to still go to the stadium. So he can still have a say, still have an influence on match days at Stamford Bridge. He can still have an influence at Cobham on a day-to-day basis and stuff like that.
Dan,
one aspect we are missing about the captain's role is also like communicating and managing the flow of information with the referees. That's very important part of his job.
Right. Dan, tell your son that Sanchez make mistake because he's forced to do something that he's not capable of doing, and he's doing it.
He can hear you. Well, my boy Colin can hear you.
What was that? Were you taking up for Robert Sanchez just now, Nee?
Do what?
Please tell me. Are you taking up for Robert Sanchez?
Yeah, he is. He is, DJ.
Oh,
I'm defending him.
I'm hearing this all now. This guy.
You agree with me that Sanchez is not a ball? It's not a ball playing goalkeeper,
bro.
You agree with me?
I agree with that. But you watched the game on Tuesday, right? In fact, Stephen was there. Did you see his one pass he did straight to their player?
Straight to their player.
Do you know what's funny? I literally said before I left for the game, I don't know if I was talking to me or someone else. Yeah, I said he's got the mistake coming today. I can feel it.
A leader that makes mistakes. Yeah, is a leader.
DJ,
no, bro, I agree. I agree, bro. He shouldn't be.
Peter Cech will make similar mistakes.
But Cech never made mistakes for us, though, did he? Hardly. Nor did
if we are reviewing the game, 100%. I will add 2, 3, 4 more moments.
Nor did Courtois, and he was a snake. But he hardly made mistakes.
Yeah, 100%. Facts.
Remember when Peter Cech went to Arsenal? Look at the mistake he was making because he was asked to play out
from the back.
Arsenal.
That's Arsenal, bro. That's Arsenal. That's not Chelsea.
Like again, if we are going to analyze that game, I can prove it analytically, tactically, and what we are playing, why that happened.
Do you know what?
And very
JC,
small, very quickly. You could see in that game, there were moments when Colwill and Sanchez were just standing there, hoping and expecting presses. And Bournemouth were doing that in the second part of the second half, because they knew the moment we attack them, they bloody play around us. And and Chelsea was playing time and time again around them when they were pressing. And if like 5 times they play around them, and one of the times the pass lands at the wrong place, that's a risk Maresca has decided it's worth taking. We will take that. And Robert Sanchez is executing his instructions.
You know, as much as I may say on what you're saying there, Jay-Z, okay, regardless of whatever everyone wants to say, that guy is a mistake. That's what he is. He's a mistake. He shouldn't be our goalkeeper. All right, and I don't care what any other Chelsea fan. I know you're I know you're a Sanchez fan, bro. Right, but let me tell you this.
I'm not a fan. I'm just defending a poor guy because he's been crucified, which I feel sorry for.
DJ, I'm not a Sanchez fan either, but I'm defending him. Someone who's been.
Look, I get some of. I get that. But there's some of the times you could.
He's been asked to play like that.
But sometimes he's a goalkeeper. Yeah, you're supposed to know. If you're a goalkeeper, you should know your own instincts. You don't have to always listen to what your manager tells you, especially the manager telling you, "Oh, play out from the back."
DJ,
dangerous position.
Facts.
You don't do that.
Facts. You don't do that.
DJ, other than Jackson, nobody is tall enough to get a collect a hoof ball from the front line or from the midfield. Maresca has categorically said, I don't want to see hoof balls.
Sorry, bro. So again, I missed that. Well, I missed the last point. What was that you said?
He said
our team cannot collect hoof balls. Other than Jackson, nobody is capable to collect the ball on their heads if there is a hoof ball from Sanchez. And that's another reason why he's not doing that, because that's a clear instructions from Maresca. We play a different type, and he has to follow that instruction from the manager. Like, he will play that way 10 times, and out of those 10 times, there will be one mistake. And Maresca has been on record to say, yes, mistakes will happen with anybody, and that's normal.
Dan, what do you make of these comments from your son? Will you do this?
Get some 30 plus you can know, yeah.
What's that?
Will you do this?
Yeah, of course I would.
You do this, then you're not a football owner. No football owner of Premier League and no ownership, no football owner in the Premier League would do this.
So what about? So Nick. So no players ever done it. How come these owners got? What about Thiago Silva?
Thiago Silva.
Okay, how old was Thiago Silva? How old was Thiago Silva? The thing is, top body wanted Thiago Silva to stay for one more season, and when he's 36, 37.
Let me say it was only one Thiago Silva. Because with Thiago Silva, Chelsea have agreed that look, we're taking a loss on this player. There's no sell-on value on Thiago Silva.
So it's like
we didn't take a loss. We got him for free, bro.
We got him free.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
we got him for free from PSG.
Yeah,
we didn't pay nothing from PSG.
Yeah, so
but then what if you bring the player 30 plus for free again, Lee?
But how many can you get for free? 30 plus. How many can you get for free for 30
You
plus?
could probably get about 3-4 players.
From where?
From all different players in different leagues.
Don't get Thomas Partey, whatever you do.
Yeah, don't get Thomas Partey. No, I don't want Thomas
Partey. Sorry, let me correct myself. A man in his 30s. Let me correct myself. A man in his 30s. If you understand the reference, then respect.
Mind this. He said, "I'd rather have Petrovic playing as a ball playing." Petrovic, I don't know why. He was so good last season, but all of a sudden we saw his attributes playing out from the back. He was good, but all of a sudden now we have Philip Jorgensen, and he was sent to Strasbourg, and I don't get it. To be honest with you, Petrovic is fine. Yes, JC.
Yeah, there was one irony in the previous comment, which was regarding this Potter. Like he asked for some 30 plus experience on the field, and the irony was Potter himself lacked the experience to manage a big club. So I was like looking at the statement, and I was thinking of the irony. The guy himself was not experienced enough to handle a big club, and he himself struggled with that.
He was trying to put a blame on Chelsea because the conundrum at Chelsea was too much for him to handle. They were bringing too many young players, and then he said he couldn't handle it.
Well, I do
he couldn't handle the egos.
No, but I do agree with one thing Mr. Potter did say about bringing experienced players, and I totally agree with him on that. That's what
he did say that. We should have done that
comment because we should have brought some experienced players
to begin with.
He had Koulibaly. He had many experience. He had Aubameyang. He never started
but Koulibaly.
He never started a 9 striker. We had experienced striker. He never gave him minutes.
Yeah, that's true. He said too many young players, but he had experience on the pitch. But all you have to do is work with what you have, be able to coach and manage these players. Then if you're able to make it through the following season, then the owners will understand that this is what you're crying for. They don't bring you what you're crying for. But you're not able to work with what you have at that moment. How do you want the owners to trust in you as a manager? You get what I'm saying with Graham Potter. But he started well with West Ham United. We don't know if it's a new manager bounce back. But I feel like he's going to get a very good season with West Ham United. He's going to relaunch his career well with West Ham because the first game, I think, was the cup game, was the FA Cup game, where the German striker, Fulcru, or whatever they call him, he got injured. West Ham were playing very well until he got injured, and everything fell apart. And they lost that game to Aston Villa, if I can remember. But the Premier League game, I think, yesterday,
they were leading in that game as well, weren't they?
Yeah,
Stephen, I think Potter did manage to have Kante on the pitch. I think he was injured most of the time. Or was Kante playing for him for some game?
No, Kante had already gone.
No, Kante was gone.
Under Potter.
Yeah, Kante was already gone, yeah.
Kante left when
I hate to break it to you. I break it like, and DJ's gonna agree to this. We're not going to be Chelsea with getting the experience in. We're going to be a school team. That's what the Chelsea Football Club is now. It's a school team. Because we're bringing our young kids.
You can call it what you want, but either way, yeah. If we didn't have Egbali and we just had Todd Bowley, yeah, we would actually have experience.
They both need to go. Todd Bowley and Egbali. They're both need to go.
Egbali and Feliciano.
Todd Bowley and Egbali. Todd Bowley and Egbali are working together. You think they're not working together?
Yeah, mate. They want to buy each other out, but they're working together. Well done.
It's fake news, man.
It
is full fake news.
It's not.
Well,
Why is Donald Trump in here?
All right, Steve, you show me the proof, yeah, that these two want to buy each other out. It's all about PR that to bring in loads of drama in. It's all drama. Yeah, but Steve, it's all drama. This is all fake news. They're just doing it for the poverty, for the whole world, to make out that they're two. If they're willing to buy each other out, yeah, why has nothing been said till now? It's just all PR.
It came out
Dan, can I ask you something? Dan, Mason Mount, was he experienced under player? Was he an experienced player playing under Potter?
Mason Mount, an experienced player. What?
Was Mason Mount an experienced player in the squad of Harry Potter?
Well, he hardly never played in Chelsea. I don't understand what this guy's saying.
Oh, simple
Are you
question.
talking about Graham Potter? Are you talking about Graham Potter? Because I know I saw something that said that Graham Potter was Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah, but okay, Graham Potter. Sorry, okay, but okay.
That's what it means.
I butchered the name. I'm sorry, Graham. I butchered your name.
No, you did not butcher the name. People call him Graham Potter. Everybody, when you say Harry Potter, everybody understand what you mean. Dan is trying to be a smart ass.
He's trying to avoid the question. I got him with this question.
Hey, you know me very well.
He's trying to avoid the question.
Yeah, there's only
trying to avoid the question.
No,
Was Mason Mount experienced player? Was Mason Mount an experienced player?
Oh, of course he was, because he won the Champions Leagues.
He was so young.
No, you weren't. He's still. Right, JC. Right, JC. I don't know what you're laughing at.
Got you.
You didn't get me. You didn't get me because the thing is,
I got you.
How can you not say Mason Mount won experience? He won the Champions League with Thomas
Fernandes has no experience. And you said he won the World Cup, and you said he's got no experience. And you said Mason Mount has his experience.
Got you.
You ain't got me for 1 minute.
Havertz was also then. Okay, Champions League you say. Okay, you said Champions League. Was Havertz and Timo Werner? Was Timo Werner an experienced player?
He's talking over me.
Was Timo Werner an experienced player?
No. We're talking about
Champions League winner, Timo Werner. Was he an experienced player?
That's why I had to shout. Over. Hey, JC, Musa.
Got you.
No, you ain't got me. You ain't got me one bit. I've actually got you here. I've actually got you because the situation is right? He's talking about Mason Mount. How Mason Mount not an experienced player?
Dan is rattled.
Mason Mount, he's got experience because in GNA he had more profit on any single player on that Chelsea's player pick. He got us to it. If it wasn't for him to shout up Kai Havertz to win the Champions League, if it wasn't for him to win
Havertz got more money.
No, Mason, Money Mason, right? Yeah, if it wasn't for him to give the ball to Kai Havertz to get us to winning Champions League,
Dan is in trouble.
I ain't in trouble. I'm not in trouble one bit. Because
your arguments don't.
No, but you're talking about
you're same.
But you're talking about
category.
But I missed out on.
Apparently, he's trying to make. No, wait. No, please, let me down. Let me finish. Right, let me.
You just missed nothing.
Let me
explain to DJ.
Dude, hold on to JC. DJ, the question from JC was, is Mason Mount an experienced player? And Dan said, yes, he is an experienced player. Why? Because he's won the Champions League. But this same
Dan Cup and the World Cup.
Hold on. This same Mr. Dan, Chelsea Dan said Enzo Fernandez is not. A lot of our players are not experienced. And Enzo Fernandez, who have won the World Cup, is not experienced, but Mason Mount is experienced because
I can tell you
because he's won more trophies. Because he's won more trophies than Enzo Fernandez. He's only won one World Cup. World Cup, nothing.
One World Cup is a big thing. World Cup is a big thing.
No, it's not really.
Hold on, Dan. Steven, what do you say?
Hold on.
What do you say, Steven?
Trophies does not equate to experience. Because in that case, Hilario, who barely played, was at Chelsea for what, 10 odd years, yeah? Barely played.
Please, can I
but
say
he
something
still
after?
gets credited as being on a squad list and winning every one of those trophies, right?
Yeah, but he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
Does
He
that
shouldn't
get
be.
classed as experienced?
He ain't experienced. No, he ain't.
Okay, but you just said
Seamus Coleman
because he didn't
hasn't
win.
won a trophy.
Go ahead, Damon.
Yeah, let Diamond land, man. I want to hear what you're saying. Go on, bro. Sorry.
Go ahead, Damon.
Seamus Coleman
hasn't
won a trophy, yet he has the experience.
But
which is true.
This all comes back down to you're saying that a player needs trophies for experience. No, they don't need a...
No, I don't.
Experience.
No, it's not that. It's not what I'm saying that, Diamond.
It's all about the number of game time. The number of game time and playing on the highest level. Dan, it's the number of game time on playing on the highest level.
Fucking hell. Yeah, no, yeah. What can I just say quick before movement? What I'm trying to say is, yeah, Mason Mount has got experience because JC's making out he ain't got experience. He has got experience. I'm not talking about his trophies because he won trophies. Because of DNA. Because of the DNA. His DNA's
I'm not arguing that.
It's experience. Of course it is. His goals and how much he played.
Let me get this right. So are you guys basically saying Mason Mount doesn't have experience?
No, we are not saying that. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So I've got you, JC. Could you
wait? Now you are misquoting me. You are misquoting me. I didn't say that. I gave you a question.
You asked me a question. Mason Mount got experience.
So question is not a statement. Dan, unlike you, I don't put questions like statements. I put a question when it's a question, and it was a question. That was not a statement.
Well, you're making a statement saying he ain't got any experience.
No. You do that. I don't do that.
No. You was laughing saying I didn't have experience.
No.
Mason Mount.
No. I think Mount is experienced. Mount is experienced. He's played enough he played in Netherlands. He played in Championship. He got promoted. He played a lot of games in Premier League at a higher level, and he won trophies. And he has won trophies. So he has played a lot of games.
And he's got experience, isn't he?
Wembley. He's played lots of games.
And same thing applies to Enzo Fernandez, I would say.
Oh no, but Enzo Fernandez, it hasn't as much as the DNA what Mason Mount.
Oh, he has.
No, you have an agenda.
Let me hop in here. Why is GNA now being judged as experience?
Because it is. DNA is. It's experience.
Okay, Dan, let me catch you again. Then. Let me catch you a little more.
You can't catch me because Enzo Fernandez ain't got as much experience what Mason Mount has.
Dan, let me ask you one more time. Dan, let me ask you one. Is Timo Werner an experienced player?
Timo who?
Is Timo Werner an experienced player is what he just asked you.
How do you not know who Timo Werner is?
Yeah, how do you not know who Timo? I do know who Timo Werner is. Yeah, I think he has got a bit of experience because the way in RP Leipzig.
A bit. He's got.
He's scored goals in GNA over 52 goals more than what Kai Havertz.
Has he got fair enough experience to be compared with Enzo?
More than Enzo. Let me add on to this point, yeah. If we're talking GNA, yeah. Then when Lewis Hall started playing for Chelsea, he got robbed of about 6 assists, right? He's now a regular for Newcastle, right?
And one of the best for Newcastle.
He's not
experience?
Let him
I'm not
land.
saying he is or isn't.
No,
I'm just saying,
I would say he is gaining experience at a
He's
fast
gaining
pace.
experience. He's gaining.
I'm on your side. I'm
Let's
just
leave him land.
proving the point because
Let him
of
land. Let's
He's
leave him land.
gaining experience. He's gaining experience. But Timo
Guys, let
Werner
him
has
land. Let
experience.
him land. Let him land. Let's leave him land. Let's leave him land. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, all I'm saying, JC, I'm on your side. I was just making the point of if we're using GNA as experience now, like Hall got robbed of like 7 assists in his first like 5 games. Like, do you know
But
what I
he did
mean?
get Rob. He just couldn't. He just couldn't. He couldn't handle the pressure of the assists.
He put quality balls in, and our players would slice them to the corner flag.
Yeah, I know because that's our players, isn't it? Like Jackson and all that lot. They're rubbish.
Not
Dan,
rubbish.
remember when we started this conversation? I was like, who cares about DNA? Since when did DNA become anything in football? And you were like, yeah, it's not part of it. Now all the sudden you add DNA.
But Lee,
Now you say DNA is experience.
but DNA is experience, you know, for players.
But
you can't take out on a DNA experience.
We got Dan today. We really
You
got
have
him,
not got
especially
me.
with the.
But Jason, you told me that Mason Mount won experience. That's why you're laughing.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You did say that. You was laughing when I said Mason Mount's got experience.
I
You
asked
laughing.
you a question.
Dan, right?
You asked me a question that is Mason Mount experience, and I said yes, he is, and you started laughing, making like he ain't got
Yeah,
experience.
I was laughing because with the same energy, you were refusing others.
Yeah, but
Dan.
Enzo Fernandez ain't got experience. Well, because he won the World Cup.
Enzo Fernandez is experienced.
I'm saying
If you're using
he's
GNA
quite. No, wait
to-
there, Steve. Wait there. Right, Jay. No, hang on. Right,
You're telling me Timo Werner is experienced, but Enzo Fernandez is not. Come
I
on,
can
man.
say Enzo Fernandez.
Come on, man. Come on.
But he's not. I'm telling you, he's not a captain.
You just said
He
Timo
ain't a
Werner is
captain,
experienced, and you are saying Enzo Fernandez is not. Come on.
Is Timo Werner captain?
Hold on, guys.
Is Timo Werner?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
See, Nee, I've got to go. I'm gonna go have some dinner now. Yeah, but listen, I'll catch up with you guys
same
soon on this
here, same
conversation
here.
again. Yeah.
My dinner's here and all.
All right.
With some few minutes, so we'll be hopping up here. It's getting so spicy. But DJ,
Hey, my Chinese just turned up.
DJ,
Dan,
I've got
one quick question before you go. Yeah.
All right, DJ. Okay, go ahead. Stephen, go ahead.
Go.
DJ,
Big up DJ, big up Dan, big up JC, by the way. But yeah, my question is, if you're using GNA to quantify experience, yeah, then you have to include other stats in that, in terms of like chance creation and clean sheets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, not really, because Mason Mount won a goalkeeper.
Oh my god! I'm not saying.
And Mason Mount won a centre back.
I'm saying.
Was Mason back? Was Mason? He won a centre back.
Hold on, listen.
Dan, I'm not saying include clean sheets for forwards and stuff. I'm saying if you want to talk about experience, then you can't use GA for goalkeepers, for example, or centre backs and fullbacks. Yeah, that's why I'm saying you have to use stuff like.
I don't give goals to GA.
Steven, I think you know what would be the correct answer for that. Experience is one thing, but good experience, successful experience, having successfully, yes. So having GA in the moment, like Lewis Hall is having, is we can say he is gaining experience right now at the highest level very fast, and he is successful in executing at that level. So he is becoming monster of a player.
Oh, bro, I'm on your side. I'm just finding it funny how all of a sudden GNA is used to equate experience. I don't get it.
No, it's like being experienced is one thing, but being good and experienced is another thing.
All right. Let's free our man DJ. DJ, enjoy your dinner. And
Cheers,
we'll catch you up some other time, DJ. Thank you very much.
No, definitely, bro. Big up. No, excellent. It's always a pleasure talking foot with all of you guys. Big up to every single one of you on the panel, yeah, and everyone in the comments.
DJ.
You guys know what to do. Smash the like and subscribe to the channel as always, yeah. And I'll catch you on your next stream, bro. Peace out, boys. Take care. Like and subscribe.
Thank you very much for coming on and making today's episode very, very intriguing and very entertaining.
It was a pleasure, man. I loved it. I loved it all. Trust me, it was a pleasure. Speak to you guys soon. Take care. Peace out. Peace.
All right, so the guys are here. My brother Dan San here. San, you make it. I love the comments coming in. I love it. Keep it coming. He says Enzo has no experience. Oh, come on, brother. Enzo has a lot of experience. This guy have won 2 continental trophy. He's won Copa America. Let me let you know that just recent Copa America that ended in America here. He won it with Lionel Messi, and there is Renato. The guy from Manchester United did not even get game time. Enzo Fernandez was in the middle. The lights over
Fraud
Casado and
Nacho.
others. Huh?
Garnacho not getting games.
Fraud Nacho.
Yeah. Manchester United and Nacho and others were all there. So yeah, Enzo Fernandez emerged. Him and Argentina were winners of that competition. So put some respect on the guy's name. Also, young player of the was the Qatar World Cup. So you gotta give him some respect. Maya. Big up to Maya. Said Enzo got experience, bro. Home switch 3 clubs. It says switch 3 clubs in the space of 2 seasons. Enzo got experience.
He went from Boca. Well, if you only include the ones that were permanent deals, it was Boca to Benfica to Chelsea in the space of like literally about 6 months.
Yeah. Chelsea done. Enzo has no major experience. He got carried in World Cup. So Casado doesn't have experience.
They were struggling in the first couple of games until he started starting the games, no?
Yeah. He was gifted the best young player of the tournament award.
Look, and I understand it's Dan's son, so you have to remember where that agenda is coming from. Dan's son is the one commenting and giving all this, but I respect his comment.
Okay. No, son, then I agree with him, no problem.
Enzo had Messi to carry him. He says he had Messi to carry him, but it's a teamwork, son. My boy, man, it's a teamwork. You need everyone to be playing his part to be able to win a tournament. The same thing.
Yeah.
If everyone is doing his job on the pitch, Chelsea will win each and every game. It's teamwork, it's a collective effort to win a game. It's not individual effort, it's a collective work. But most of the time, certain individual players stand out of the main and then win the game. That's how it is. Maya said that because the home they had Messi, okay, because he came from Brighton. Okay, Casado has none either. It's still a young team. We do understand, still a young team, but they're getting experienced. Let's see. Maybe let's make this season will be a pass. Let them get top 4, and next season will be a challenge. They have to challenge Messi and Di Maria did everything in the tournament. It was a 2-man team, and I am a Messi fan. Come on, bro. If Enzo Fernandez did not do nothing, to be honest with you, I don't think that the scouts and people that were watching will select him as the top young players, because there were so many young players. There were so many young players in that competition. I wasn't so sure about those coming from Spain, but I'm sure. Look at the Spaniards that were in that competition. There were so many young players there. But why did they select?
I can't remember the Spain team from that tournament.
I wasn't sure if Lamine Yamal was part of them.
No, he wouldn't have been, because he would have been 14 at that time.
Yeah, and they were very young at that time. But they still had what's his name? They still had some young players at that time, but they were not the shining stone for the Spaniard in that competition, that World Cup competition. But who was that? It was Enzo Fernandez, who was the youngest Brighton star for that tournament. So come on, my boy, give some respect to Enzo Fernandez. You're a Chelsea fan. I don't know why we're having this agenda. Instead of us supporting the players, we're rather going against them. I don't get it. He says naming random players. What's the point here? Maya said, what's the point here? He says age, experience. Enzo is young. Age doesn't mean you don't have experience. It's not about age. It's not the age. It's about how how many experience, where you've been, how many games you've played, on what competitions.
you have made.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I just
Yes,
quickly
sir.
point out, yeah? I'm aware of who we're talking to. I know they're young. So let me give an example, right? Jamie Vardy, for example, I think he broke through into league football, so like League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League, at the age of, I want to say 27, 28.
He was playing a non-league first.
Yeah, he
Yeah, a
was
good
playing
example.
non-league
Yeah.
for ages. Like, he didn't get a breakthrough until about 26 years old.
I think he came from
So
Sunday League
that's
even.
one example where
Yeah,
age
you're right.
doesn't equal experience necessarily.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I just wanted to give an example because obviously I know, obviously he's younger. He might not be aware of the Vardy story, so I just wanted to quickly track that in.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
To be fair,
So,
even people like my age and older don't all know the Vardy story, to be fair. So it's not just like young people that don't know, like
I think
it's just
No,
one of
son,
those
I
things.
mean, Enzo has also played with really good players. You just mentioned yourself, like he's been playing with Messi and all, you know.
yeah. Okay. Let's look at it. He says Fabregas has experience at that age. He was winning and playing with people with experience and learning. Enzo and learning. Enzo don't have that. Now you have to remember, Fabregas was very very young and winning, playing very well. But what was he winning? FA Cup with Arsenal. He left Arsenal to
Yeah, he
Barcelona
didn't win the
and
league with
started.
them, did he? His first league title was with Chelsea, wasn't it?
Yeah, his first league title was when he returned from Barcelona to Chelsea. Then he won his first Premier League title, and then went on to win more with Chelsea. Because at that time he's gained more experience. Because Fabregas did not come to Chelsea when he was 15 years old. He came with more maturity, but then he's gained more experience on the highest level, playing with the national team, Spain national team, playing with Arsenal, playing at
Barcelona with
Wembley,
Busquets,
Barcelona.
Messi, Iniesta. Yeah, but yeah, that's. I always forget. Genuinely, I always forget he never won the league title with Arsenal. I always forget that.
Yeah, he never. He won FA Cup, which
It
is
is mad to think, though, isn't it?
yeah. He says, what are you saying?
Yeah, you've got your thingy on, so it does the echo thing.
No, it's not me. It's JC.
Ah, I thought you had that thing on your, what's it called again?
I'm on mute.
I just muted you. See, I just muted JC.
It's not constant. It's
not
every now
coming
and then.
anymore. Now let me unmute JC. Now you can hear myself.
Yeah, I
Because
can hear, but
JC
I was on mute, so the voice should not be from me.
Okay.
Either way, I'm gonna hop off in a sec because we've been on it for 3.5 hours.
It was Diamond. It was Diamond.
Yeah.
It was Diamond. Because Diamond, what it is, Diamond had us on loudspeaker. So what it is the voice comes through speakers. It goes
Oh,
through
okay, I got you.
the microphone again. So when I mute Diamond, then it stops.
Fair. By the way, Diamond, send that thing to me on Twitter and I'll see if I can help you out. I might not be able to, but I'll try.
Yeah, man.
Also, I have headphones in, so I don't know.
Yeah, now if you have the headphone in, it's not gonna pick it up anymore. All right, so Yamin is 18 and he got experience. So Enzo has experience. Yeah, if you say Yamin got experience, then why not? Jude Bellingham, all of them have experiences. It's at the top level. I mean, come on. If you say all these players have experience and you say Enzo Fernandez doesn't have experience, then what are we talking about here? Yamin and what's his name again? This guy from Atletico Bilbao, the
Nico Williams.
All these players have experience. But Enzo doesn't have experience. Then we know there's an agenda there. There is an agenda from Dan. There is the big
How
agenda.
old is Nico Williams, by the way?
Probably 21.
So he's I think he's older than 21, isn't he?
No, 22.
Hang on.
Nico's 22 years old.
Nico Williams'
22,
age.
Steven. He's 22.
He's 22. Okay.
Yeah. He's very
Enzo
young.
is 23.
Yeah, his brother is 30 years old. Inaki Williams, 30 years old. Lamine Yamal is 17 years. And Gavi is 20 years old.
Enzo's 23. He turns 24 tomorrow. So he's like a year and a half older, roughly.
Yeah, Cucurella is 26. Dani Almo, 26. So, lots of young players.
Dan, let the boy comment. Don't raid his stream. Let
Yeah,
the boy communicate.
I'm sure Dan is the one typing right now. See, Dan is the one. You could tell.
Dan, we don't want you. Your son is smart. We don't want you.
Yeah, he says I have no agenda against.
Could be working now.
I have no agenda against Enzo. Him as a player, I admire him. Enzo is a great player. Enzo is not a great player. There's a difference between greatness and good player. Enzo is a good player. He's not a great player. He has to. He has to do more.
Great. He can become great.
Yeah, he's not a great player yet. See, it's two different things, man. If English language looks very simple, but it's not that simple when you want to define certain things.
But that's because of everyone has different definition. Because of there's no set term or definition for certain things when it relates to sport, right? There's no set definition of what experience is when it comes to sport. There's no set definition of what a great player is because it's everyone's own interpretation. So what might be a great player to me might not be for you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where it's a bit of a gray area.
Yeah.
Stephen, also, like, it depends on the, like, in what team you are playing. Like Ibrahimovic in Barcelona didn't look that great a player, but outside Barcelona, everywhere he was a legend.
Look, I'll say this: I wasn't born speaking English 24/7. I wasn't born speaking English 24/7. I have to go to school and learn the language. But I went to a place where the person was born speaking English 24/7. He has to go to school to learn the language too, because he's in the country that this language, that's all he can hear from morning to evening. It's all English. I sat down with a person. This guy never speak a complete grammar. Every sentence he makes is never a complete grammar. He doesn't make a complete sentence. It's never grammar. And I asked myself, this person is coming from a country that speaks fluent English. And I've even listened to someone that comes from Britain. He's going to school. He wasn't speaking grammar. He was speaking English, but you could tell that the way he constructs his sentence is not the correct grammar. And I've seen people on the highest level in the radio stations who have difficulties in pronouncing certain words. And I can give you the name. He's on TalkSports, goes by the name, what's the name? Is it Alan Brazil?
Yeah.
He can't pronounce certain words. And I was like, what's the word?
But there's a lot of reasons why that could be the case, though.
Yeah, I found that maybe he's coming from maybe Scotland or Ireland, and there's certain accent that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be an accent that makes it difficult. It could be some people, obviously, it's not the same thing as what you're thinking of, but Chris Kamara, for example, has speech. I think it's speech apraxia, so. He's had to have therapy for his speaking. He never used to have it, obviously. He's had to have therapy since.
Yeah.
But there's so many different reasons why something like that can happen.
I have that problem also, but I don't have it in English when I'm speaking in my English language. I have it when I'm speaking my local dialogue. It is A and H. And almost every native language in my country has their own a problem where a certain alphabet becomes a problem for them to pronounce it when they're speaking. On our side, when we're speaking a language, we have a problem with trying to blend the A and the H. So instead of saying a house, I'll say house. House, I'll say house. When I'm speaking my language and I'm trying to say it in English. So house, I'll say house. So instead of saying home, I'll say home. So A and H, a big problem when I'm speaking our language and I'm trying to say English and home or house in English in our language. You get what I'm saying? Because we don't usually say that word in our native language. We use English word in that language. It's just like when you're speaking, it's just like you're speaking vernacular. Or maybe PG. You're adding other languages into your language. You're speaking your language and you add English to it. So it's a PG. Or vernacular, or whatever you want to say it. So it's everywhere, and other languages also have R, and they have the problem with saying R on L. So it's everywhere, but some people don't get it.
There's also obviously some people have things like lisps as well.
Yeah. And I also have a problem with my tongue. See. Other people can.
Oh my God! Agate scored an own goal. It's 1-0 Southampton. Oh yes.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen.
Oh my God! Please.
Yeah, Amiram said this is when he gets to see his real team. Whether this is his real United, because playing against those big teams, the teams stand up. They want to rise up to the occasion. But playing the smaller team, that's when he wants to see who his real United is. So that would be a big test.
I've got to mute and go ask someone saying I'll be back.
Daniel Ugarte.
Let's let JC go. Let's let everyone go. Steven, I'll let you go. I'll let Diamond go. Diamond, can you make me some few? I'll talk to Diamond after the stream. Let me talk to Diamond after the stream. JC. Yeah. I'm gonna let JC enjoy the rest of his evening. I'm gonna let everyone go. So Maya, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. It was a fantastic evening. Like, I enjoyed the conversations and discussions. It was entertaining.
Very entertaining. You know, when you have Dan over here, you're definitely going to laugh all the time.
He's a legend of the street. Let's say he's experienced. He's an experienced legend of the stream. He has played at the highest level.
He's a very experienced character. You have to know he's a very experienced character. Dan is an experienced character.
Wish you all a very nice evening and best wishes to Dan and his son. Okay. Have a nice evening, everybody.
Maya, good evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Since and Kim So said he wants to support Man United. Fraud.
Don't support United.
He plays. Yeah, Chelsea done. Get experience. No cap. All right, you guys are hilarious, man. I love you guys. I love Dan forever. He's very, very entertaining, and I love the guy. But oh man, I'm always happy when I see him on the show. People even ask of Dan. Where is Dan? Chelsea Dan. Very, very intriguing person. My dad has some of the most experience out there. Danny boy. Danny, enjoy the rest of the game. I'm gonna go watch some of the game on the stream. Stephen G, Diamond, guys, thank you very much for joining the show. Very, very interesting. I always say Leo Desperandos, guys. Leo Desperandos. Hang on to hope is the response. We'll see you guys again later. Hang in there, Diamond. Don't go anywhere. Bye for now, guys.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel the winner. Stand tall, be proud in the face it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain.
Hit the road, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain.
You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner.